All right. So this is my first live stream in quite a while. Ed Fern, always first, man. You are a champion of getting the notifications. And hey, John's Conscious Life, what's up? Hey, forget who told me, John, that someone told me that you're doing live vegan Q&A streams now. Is that right? I gotta come in and check one out soon. Hey, vegan Tesla from Switzerland. Hello. Angry vegan. By the way, guys, I'm having some fries here. Just fired them up in our little air fryer. Little snack here. Wolves in the phone booth. Rituoso, plant-powered vegan. What's up, guys? Let me move my window over a little bit more this way. Let's see. Wayfly High 56. Hi from Portland. Hey from SoCal here. Cool. England. That's Danielle in England. Hey, Danielle. And Practical Pisces. What's up? Oh, cool, John. You have been doing them. Cool. Right on. And Arthur. Yeah, I'll try to come on sometime, John. It'll be cool. Do a little live vegan chatting. Martez. Peter. What's up, everyone? I don't think it's going to be a full-on Michael T. What's up? It's not going to be a full-on mukbang, but I'm enjoying some fries. I told you I put in the air fryer right before coming on. Puerto Rico. Hey, Evelyn. What's up? Rituosos in SoCal. Another SoCal there. Stephen in Redlands. What's up? Hey, you're right by all the Seventh-day Adventists, huh? Do you see any of them? Are you a Seventh-day Adventist? Romania. Hey, Echo. Wow. Got the whole world is here. On Sydney, I was going to say no one from that part of the world, from like the Asia direction. We got Tommy in Sydney. So the whole world is here right now, guys. Isn't that rad? Oh, Peter, you got an air fryer too? Yeah, it's cool. Angie and I were just like going, man, we don't want to stop working, but we want to have some food. Remember, I got some frozen fries at the market. I like putting them in as opposed to like fresh fries. Something about the frozen fries work really well with the air fryer. Stephen, you are next to the Seventh-day Adventist. Connie in northern Minnesota. Wow, sounds very wintry. Tasty. So if you're just joining, I just got them about 2.5 minutes ago. And actually, I can't see any of the chat right now. Let's see if I can do something. I thought, okay, it just kind of refreshes sometimes. And Wyatt from San Antonio, Texas. Hey, Lakers versus Spurs in a couple hours. That should be a cool game. Lakers should have won that last one. Just LeBron, if he had hit his free throws, that would have been it. But anyway, you guys are fries. Just popped them in the air fryer. Not sponsored. But I think we got it for free somehow. I think they want us to review it or something. I don't remember buying it. We've had it for a while. But anyway, we don't get money from it. Just mention, I like to use the thing for some quick and easy fries. So I just got to remember to buy some frozen fries at the market ahead of time. All right, should you be taking B12? Well, I've made a few videos about this, talked about it a lot, but I'll give you the quick answer, basically. If you're a new vegan, and you should get a B12 test so you can know where your baseline is. Because for all you know, you might already be low in B12 and it has nothing at all to do with eating vegan or anything like that. So get a baseline blood test. But B12 deficiency typically takes many, many, many years to manifest itself. Meaning if you're a new vegan, you're not going to become B12 deficient in a week, a month, a year, or even several years. I'm not a medical doctor. This is everything I've learned over the years. So anyway, I take B12 sup. Not that I was ever low. In fact, I was tested pretty strong in serum B12. But Dr. Greger and others watching their videos have convinced me, why not take a B12 sup? It's cheap. It's non-toxic, and people my age, whether they're vegan or not, should be taking a B12 supplement anyway. So just take one. That's the worst thing you got to do. I use the word worst really kind of comically. That's the worst thing you got to do to be a vegan. Take a B12 sup. Anyway, cool. Everyone's slowly getting on. So I hope that answered your question there, Art. Does being vegan lower your testosterone, Trevor? I thought I've seen you around here. You should know the answer to this one. Actually, that's a good question, though. And you would maybe, if not, just intuitively, maybe some people might think that. But studies have shown actually vegans have higher levels of testosterone than non-vegans. So ponder that. Yeah, that's what the science has shown. Vegans have higher T levels. So much for going vegan and making men all womanly and whatever happens, whatever people think happens. Yeah, Bobby points out back to B12. Even meat eaters are low in B12 often. I've shown that study from Tufts University. Nearly 40% of Americans are either low in B12 or what's the other word? I think they said marginally low, basically flirting with the B12 deficiency. That's 2 out of 5 people. And I'll tell you right now, 2 out of 5 people are not vegan. So it's just an issue that modern people have in modern life, B12 absorption. That's why you should just take a B12 sub, whether you're vegan or not. Again, your parents should be taking one. People of the age of like 50 are recommended to take one. So anyway, good questions, guys. How much does a case of bananas cost that I get? Good question, Heinz. I haven't bought a case of bananas for a while. I'm not eating as many bananas. I'm still buying more bananas than pretty much anyone I see at the market, but you should be able to get a case of like good bananas, like at Whole Foods, for like $25 or something like that. If you're not too picky about the brand, if you want to go for like Dole or Chiquita, which I'm not too hip on, you should get them for under 20. Yeah, so people say veganism is too expensive. Well, you can get a case of bananas, last you a long time for under 20 bucks. Let's see. So I hope that answered your question there. And so we asking there, Wyatt. I've had acai bowls. I'm not sure what the other one is, but yeah, they're cool. I don't go out of my way to get them, but yeah, they're fun and all. Yeah. Let's see, Rex, you're worried that eating oatmeal raw is bad. Why would you want to eat oatmeal raw? That's the kind of food that needs to be cooked so that it becomes bioavailable. I mean, you will get something out of it, but I mean, just a small percentage of the nutrients will get absorbed in your body. That's why we cook that stuff. Why would you want to eat oatmeal raw for? Unless you have a special raw sprouted oatmeal. Tell me more about that, because that is interesting. I've never heard anyone say or ask me that before, ever. Let's see. Oh, Jacqueline, you gave me that tea at Veg Fest. Okay, gosh. I'm trying to remember that right now. Was it last week's Veg Fest? Because we were at SoCal Veg Fest 2 days, all Saturday, all Sunday last week. Met so many wonderful viewers and just many new people too. They didn't even know who our show was. So that was awesome. So anyway, basically, I see people talking about the raw oats question. Yeah, raw oats have nutrient blockers in them. Yeah, basically, there's some foods you really have to cook. You don't have to cook bananas, say. You don't have to cook mangoes. But starchy foods, that's their whole thing. They are not to be eaten raw. Typically, I've had some raw sprouted oats before. They're really hard to find. But other than something odd like that, yeah, you want to cook your oatmeal. Why are you afraid to cook your oatmeal? Is it some kind of raw theory that cooking food destroys nutrients? No. Cooking oatmeal makes the nutrients become bioavailable. If you leave them raw, you're not destroying nutrients, but you're not going to be able to absorb them. Does that make any sense? They might be in there 100% intact, but without warming them up, softening them, your body cannot absorb them. So you might as well just not even eat. I mean, your stomach will be fuller, I guess. So anyway, let's see. Hey, Amanda, love us. And can Angie do some more raw food recipe demos? Well, Angie's going to start doing some more recipe demos. I don't know if they will. I mean, some are raw. Like if you have our book here, Keep It Carb, baby. Those who don't have it, it's on printed copy and ebook. Get it on our website, happyhealthyvegan.org. And if you just flip through it, a lot of it's raw, like this Angie signature salad. What else is raw in here? Let's see. Oatmeal, which we cook. The smoothies here, apricot, black forest smoothie. Yeah, a lot of the book is raw, so we don't discriminate against raw, because we just love high carb food, high carb cooking in general. So you never know. Angie might do some kind of recipe that ends up being raw. But remember, we're not raw foodists per se. I mean, yeah, I eat bananas. I eat some food that's not cooked, obviously. So anyway, good question, though. So bottom line is in November, you'll start seeing some more recipe videos from Angie. She's taking a little break from that, but we're going to get right back into it. Robin Wu, do I speak Chinese? No, I was born and raised in Southern California, was never sent to any kind of Chinese culture school. I wish I did. It's become, it's great. But then I would have learned Cantonese, which my parents were, and Mandarin is the dialect of that's caught on in Chinese. So I would have been able to if they taught me when I was young, but it would have not been one that would have been all that practical for 2018 and beyond. So, oh well. Let's see what else you're asking. Let's see. Best salad that I've eaten. It's actually, I don't want to pimp it again, but that salad in Angie's book here, I swear, Angie's signature salad in here. So I can find it one more time. It's really good though. What I like about it, it's full of all sorts of stuff. Doesn't even need any dressing, which sometimes is the downfall of many otherwise great salads. You put some crappy dressing on. Angie's salad's so good. It takes a long time to prepare, but it's my favorite one. Hello, Flimface. Let's see. Oh, what else you guys asking for? All right, someone wants to get banned. All right, we will get rid of Peter here. Okay. Come to BC, Eric. Yeah, we'd love to come to British Columbia. In fact, someone just wrote me a couple weeks ago. They own a bike shop in Victoria and hook us up there. So yeah, we'd love to come up sometime. So yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll get our thing together in 2019. You never know, but it's definitely on my list of places to go. What's the worst thing I ever ate? Biscuit? What do you mean by worst? And hopefully I'll see your follow-up there. So anyway, Aziz, yeah, I may have missed your question. Why don't you ask it again? Maybe if you're on a computer, you can copy and paste it. I'll just let you know, I have 123 people on right now, and I'm going to miss some of your questions. Not that I'm ignoring you. I'm trying to do the best I can, but just with the, there's limitations of the human mind and all that. I'm going to miss some of your questions. So it's not that I'm ignoring you guys. Just ask it again, and I'll probably see it eventually. Unless your question is really, really stupid, like some of these anti-vegans and stuff like that. Like, what's your favorite meat? I'll either ban you or ignore it. But if you're asking a reasonable vegan-related question, I'll get to it. Just you might have to ask it more than once. So anyway, best weight loss advice. Great question, Master. We don't really want to position ourselves, and we haven't, as a vegan weight loss channel. There are other channels that do make that. That's their claim to fame, is vegan weight loss. That's what their channel's all about. So we're doing, because we don't believe vegan is a weight loss diet. Yeah, it can be, and we've definitely improved our physiques on a vegan diet as far as like weight loss goes. But it's just a healthy and ethical way. Healthy if you're eating whole foods. It doesn't have to be healthy if you're eating vegan junk food. It's a healthy way of eating. It's an ethical way of eating. So if you're eating healthy whole food plans, odds are if you're overweight, you will lose some of that weight. I've seen people lose weight rapidly. Others, it takes years. It depends on all sorts of factors, way beyond my comprehension. I didn't major in biochemistry and stuff like that. So let's leave it at that. It's a healthy diet that often leads to you eventually over time getting to your ideal body size. So anyway, Tracy, did you get the album already? Did we sell it to you last week? Yeah, we have, I'll just pimp it right now, guys. The new Love Spirals album. It's kind of getting washed out of the lighting here. It's here, guys, the new CD. It's called Life Goes On. And we brought a few copies down to SoCal Veg Fest last weekend and sold a few copies there, but we're taking pre-orders right now on our band's website. I'll type it in here. It's Love Spirals. Let me type it in here. .bandcamp.com. Love Spirals. You might have to have http/www, all that, but it's lovespirals.bandcamp.com. We're taking pre-orders now. The album will be out Friday, November 2nd, and we'll autograph it for you. And you can buy just the digital if you want to. You can pre-order the digital as soon as Friday happens. You should be able to download all the tracks. We have 2 tracks of the 11 available for immediate download. And if you buy our album on Bandcamp too, you'll also get the digital download for free, so you get digital and the physical copy. So yeah, our album is here, and or less than a week from its release date, but you can pre-order it. Lovespirals.bandcamp.com. And for those of you that dig our music too, you could follow us on Instagram, Love Spirals Official. So let's get back to it here. What's going on here? Do you need to take a DHA and EPA supplement as a vegan? I've never taken any kind of omega-3 or DHA EPA types of supplement. I try to eat lots and incorporate nuts and seeds into my diet. Flax seeds are an abundant source of omega-3s. Mike the Vegan actually made a really, really good video. Go to YouTube, type in Mike the Vegan, EHA, or DHA, EPA, type that stuff, and you'll find he has an excellent video. Shows that vegans actually may have lower levels, but it doesn't manifest itself in any kind of deficiency, no, disease or symptoms of any kind of deficiency. It just might, check that out. But yeah, I've never taken any, but yeah, nuts and seeds, healthy fats like that, plant-based fats will, will help you out as far as getting your fats that you think you only can get from eating some kind of fish or other animal or something like that. How much B12 do I take? I have a sublingual spray. Grab it a couple times a week. That's it. And also my almond milk. I get a brand that fortifies the milk with B12. So does my favorite flax milk. And someone's asking a second ago about DHA, about your DHA and EPA fatty acids. I've been drinking this new milk. It's a maybe someone can Google it here for me. It's a let me try it. It's like Karma flax milk. Let me Google that. What's it called again? Yeah, Good Karma. Check them out. Good Karma. They make a really delicious flax milk, and it's loaded with omega-3s, like loaded. So if you're really concerned about, your omega-3s, you can just drink that if you don't want to have flax seeds. They'll be in the milk there for you all ground. Let's see. Honey. No, not into honey. Thanks for asking that, Johns. I mean, yeah, some vegans eat honey, and that I guess they're vegans then. If you're a vegan, you're eating honey, I'm not gonna come down and say shame on you. You're an evil person. You're cast out of the vegan world or anything like that. I'll just say, hey, here's what I do say. And I'll say to you this: if you're a vegan that likes honey, I go, why honey for? Since there's so many delicious and less expensive, typically plant-based sweeteners like agave and maple syrup, why honey? Why if you have an easy choice at the supermarket between a product that does exploit insects and a product that doesn't, why not just go for the fully plant-based one? That's what I say. So, again, if you're a vegan and you're doing honey, cool. You're doing your part to save the planet. If everyone went down that path, if you think about it, we'd be really good as far as looking at having a fighting chance of saving our planet for future generations of people and animals, and decreasing the amount of suffering in the world. So that's cool. But why even have honey if you don't need to? You don't need to. You can live a perfectly long, healthy life not having any honey. So let's see. So that's why, Danielle, vegans typically don't eat honey, because you don't have to. You can have a plant-based sweetener that doesn't involve effing with the bees. That's it. It's as simple as that. Oh, thanks, Madster. Thank you. Eric, do I grow any food in my yard? Not much right now. In the summer, we'll grow the typical, tomatoes, often ones that just kind of volunteer themselves from previous summers. I have a bunch of chard growing out there, a little bit of kale, and strangely, in our backyard, I don't know where the seed came from, but a fig tree is now like 12 feet high. So we'll see if we get any figs off of that. But I never water it or anything, just kind of doing its own thing back there. So yeah, not really growing a lot of food. I have grown way more food in the past, like in 2012. And we started our channel 2013. We had a plot of land, 100 square foot plot, then a 200 square foot plot at a nearby community garden. It's a lot of friggin' work. It really is. I wouldn't have enough time to make videos, do all my work, get stuff done. So that's why I appreciate farmers growing food for me. Okay, what is about Trump being a Jesus figure? No. All right. Let's see. Yeah, we have some shrubs, Bobby. Like, yeah, we do have to get some basil or something's growing out there in our yard. Some we have a few herbs. Don't really consider them food, but yeah, they're growing out there. What do I do for work? This is it. This is a big part of it. Happy Healthy Vegan is a huge part of my work here. Also, a musician. Our band Love Spirals. New album out Friday. Life goes on. So blown out here. Can you guys? You can't. It's hard to see the font here with the lights coming on. But again, you can order that. Let me actually even get the URL for that. Um, Paste that down below for last time. I don't think I got the whole URL, so let me paste it in right now. Anyone wants to pre-order our album, Happy Healthy, lovespirals.bandcamp.com. Just go there, and if you don't want to pre-order it, cool. You can wait till it comes out on Friday. It's all good. November 2nd. Let's see. Aziz, you've gained only 5 kilograms through 1.5 years of being vegan. Is that reasonable? You've gained 5 kilograms. I mean, that's a huge. Okay, I guess that you were trying to have me look at that question earlier, Ozzy. So cool. Thanks for re-asking. I told you I'd eventually see it. I don't know. I really you got to give me more information than that. Hopefully, I see like where were you underweight? Were you overweight? Have you been eating like mainly healthy whole food plants? Do you lead a lot of like junk food? Are you trying to gain weight? Are you trying to lose weight? What are you doing? Do you doing a lot of activity, a lot of exercise, or not? See, I've that question just on its own. It's hard for me to wrap my head around it. It's complicated. I mean, it's not your fault. Just it's really complicated. If I told you like in the past a few months I've gained 3 pounds, a lot of people go, "Whoa, what's going on? How come you gain weight?" It's because I'm actually trying to. I'm exercising differently, working out differently, and I'm working towards building up strength more for basketball. So yeah, I don't want to lose any weight right now. How often do I run, Robin? Yeah, same. Yeah, I'm not running all that much. I hardly even run anymore, to be honest with you. Today I went out and did a little just kind of recovery bike ride because my legs are shot from all the training I've been doing for basketball, plyometrics, isometric stuff on the legs. It's been really killer. So I just went out and rode the bike today just to get some blood flowing there. But yeah, last time I ran trails was in Catalina about 3 weeks ago. And we'll get that our Catalina camping video up for you soon. Angie, we'll get to that one. She has like 3 videos in a row to edit there. So we'll get that to you. So I'm not running all that much anymore. I'm training very differently this year. I just thought I'd try something different. I've been training the same way pretty much since I started our channel here in 2013. So when 2018 rolled around, I'm going, I want to try something different. Like, why not? I'm that kind of guy that likes to experiment and tinker with things to see how things work. Oh, cool, Tracy. I gave you some running suggestions last time. What? Oh, yeah, that's right. You were the guys visiting, right? From was it Tucson? I forgot. That's right. Yeah, I told you guys to go run at the pier in Newport. I'm glad you like that. That's a beautiful run. I don't think I've actually ran that. I've ridden my bike down there before a long time ago. But yeah, it's nice down there. Very beautiful in these autumn mornings. I envy you. That sounds like a great time you guys had. Cool. I did remember Tucson, right? Cool. Good night, Daniela. Get some sleep there. Hey, David Hill. Thanks for our first super chat tip of this live stream. And check out on Twitter, Happy Healthy Vegan or at Ryan Lum. You'll find us and you'll have an automated shout out. I had set it up on there to shout out our super chat tippers. So thanks. Anyway, what are you asking there, Dave? You're having a soup party tonight, trying out some spicy pumpkin, and you want salt to keep it carb. Awesome. That sounds fun, David. I wish you could use a Star Trek food transporter and send that to us. That sounds rad. Some spicy pumpkin soup. That's cool. You're really getting in the holiday spirit here. We have a pumpkin too that we need to carve. We only have a few more days to do it. So maybe we'll film that for you guys too. So cool. Well, thanks for the chat there, David. Sounds like a delicious meal you're making there, and yeah, puts a smile on my face. It just sounds very Halloweeny there. Is that a word, Halloweeny? Or is that some kind of like food or something, huh? Anyway, what's my favorite jerky? Protein from plants. We made a video. Check out on our channel or search on YouTube, Happy Healthy Vegan Jerky Shootout. We didn't try every jerky in the world, obviously, but there were like 4 that we got at a vegan festival, and we shot them out to see which are my favorites. One that comes to mind that was not in that video It's from that brand. It has like a old time, like 1800s Victorian picture. It's like Louisville or Louisville Slugger or something like that. Just their basic, um, their traditional standard jerky flavor. That one's a favorite of mine. So hopefully you can find that. Just look it up, Louisville vegan jerky. Cool, you guys are sharing something. Okay, you know Louisville too, John. All right, cool. Yeah, that's one of my faves, and you could find it most places, which is cool about it. Yeah, making America great again. Well, I'm trying to make America vegan again, if we were ever vegan, but let's make America vegan. Let's see. Okay, Aziz, let's see. You're saying you don't exercise at all due to work unpredictable schedules. Maybe that's why. And did you say anything else up there, Aziz, about your situation? Let's see. Oh, Blue Ren, I remember you. What are you saying here, Blue? I hope you're not trolling too hard here. The only people who push veganism, I guess that would be me. Let's see what I do, Blue, according to Blue Ren. Are those who financially or socially gain from doing so? Also, those that have not been long-term vegans. Well, that's pretty extreme statement. Let's back up. Long-term vegan. That's such a vague idea. Is a 1 year vegan long-term? 5 year, or some people say you got to be vegan 20 years. Anyway, this is 8 years now, me being vegan. Pretty much right now, end of October, early November marks my 8 year vegan anniversary. So you can decide for yourselves if that's long-term or short-term vegan. But what else did you say there, Blue Rin? Why are you coming here trolling on me, bro? I mean, I thought you were a chill surfer dude. The only people who push veganism are those who financially or socially gain from doing so. Well, I mean, our channel is monetized, but I mean, still our gaming channels and channels like Kardashian girls and stuff like that. So I mean, we're not doing anything particularly weird. I mean, I could make way more by not being a YouTuber. Actually, I changed my whole life direction, kind of a midlife crisis, sort of, to represent veganism rather than representing things I was paid to represent in the past, but really didn't care for, brands and services that I can't stand behind socially, ethically, or morally. I wanted the last half of my life to actually mean something because, as we all know well now, Blue Ren, you know this too. The fate of our planet is not looking that good right now. I did a video about how by 2030, just 12 more years, if we don't get our thing together as far as greenhouse gases go, our planet's going to be pretty unpleasant to live on from there on after. So what's the best way to do that? To come on social media and criticize people or actually trying actively to prevent that fate from happening? Because if you really get down to it, yeah, we can all like drive, hydrogen cars and electric cars and change all our light bulbs to LED, all that stuff. But if we're still ignoring the number one cause of greenhouse gas, which is animal agriculture, we don't have a fighting chance. So you're calling me, if you're trying to call me out here, to be some kind of money grubber, just because we have videos that get like 5 to 10,000 views. I mean, that's just a really flawed logic, Blue Ran. No, I'm not getting triggered. I'm angered. How is it what I'm doing here is somehow wrong? That's what you're trying to say. I'm not triggered. I'm just angered by you trying to call me out here saying I'm just trying to gain something. No, I told you I was way more, if you want to use the word wealthy, I never was wealthy, but way more financially secure in the past. I've decided to spend the last half of my life trying to make an impact on the world for the positive. And then you have guys who I guess are former vegans calling me out for doing something wrong. So you're saying no one should spread veganism. It's somehow a horrible philosophy, a horrible diet, and we should just let things go as they are and let the world come to an end in 20 years. That's what Blue Ren is trying to argue for here. And little guys like me, trying to spread veganism their own way. And I'm not the only one. There's vegan doctors, vegan activists. We're all bad people. That's pretty much what this anti-vegan argument says. So if you want to reply to that, Blue Ren, you think a small amount of animal products is essential. Why? For what? I haven't had any amount of animal products in 8 years. All my blood labs are perfect. Everything was within range. I'm more athletic and fit now than I've ever been in my entire life. What if what you're saying is essential? I should be sick and maybe even dead now, rather than having all my blood labs be within range. And I got to point out the people who do eat meat and have put their blood labs online. I won't mention them because I don't want to popularize them anymore. They're not within range. They're like diabetic, pre-diabetic, all sorts of bad things. So how come those guys who are eating animal products, which you say are essential, their blood labs are not within range, and mine, an 8-year vegan, I put mine up last year as a 7-year vegan, everything's within range? Explain to me. Okay, I'm glad for you, Blue Ren. I have no idea what your health background, your life background is. How could mine be any better though? You're saying you experienced better results. Maybe you had digestive issues. Who knows? But what I'm saying is everything's fine. Everything's perfect for me right now. Everything's within range. My fitness is good. My mind is good. What? How can eating a piece of meat make that even better? How can my everything within range blood tests get better? You see what I'm saying here? There's nowhere to go except down. So that argument doesn't really hold water. Maybe it works for you. Cool. I don't know your background all that well. High fruit consumption leads to fatty liver disease. Well, it depends what you mean by high fruit consumption. If you're really truly worried about high fruit consumption, go complain to the fruitarians. High fruit consumption is not what we're promoting by any stretch of the imagination. If you really watch what we eat here, our day in the lives, our vlogs, you'll see I have a banana smoothie, but I don't think that alone is considered high fruit consumption because there's also something called lunch and dinner, which typically don't involve much of any fruit. It's usually, cooking stuff. So, you can say what you want there, Blue Ren. It just sounds like you're on this anti-vegan path, and I actually feel sorry for you. Why can't you embrace people like me I'm 51 freaking years old, bro. 51. And Angie's editing a vlog right now, a day in the life. Part of it is me at the gym kicking ass over basketball players like half my age. People should applaud that rather than say, no, you're vegan and you're going to get sick. Give me some kudos, bro. I'm not sick. Let's see. Yeah, people say there's so much sugar in fruit. And I like to look at it. It's like, no, there's not sugar in fruit. Sugar, by definition, is a refined product. It's a processed product where you remove all the pulp, fiber away from a natural whole food source. I'm eating food that puts carbohydrates back into the body, restores your body's glycogen stores. So I'm not eating sugar. I hate it when people try to say eating fruit is pretty much exactly the same thing as like downing table sugar. It's completely different. Eating fruit's not even the same as juicing, which has removed most of the fiber and pulp. Well, anyway, let's get back to some questions. I know Susie Tofu, they're wasting everyone's time. Anyway, yeah, just miss. Don't go those Susie Tofu. Just some of these troll questions from anti-vegans just kind of get on me. Here we go. Rhea, a 53-year-old vegan, did 229 push-ups yesterday. See, yeah, there you go. There's someone who's doing fine, not dying by being vegan. Let's see, khichdi tonight. Yeah, Alex, awesome. Yeah, I should make some khichdi. That's a good idea. Thanks for reminding. I think of all the ingredients here to make khichdi tonight. No, I think Angie's going to make a chili tonight. Khichdi tomorrow night for us. Let's see. Jerry, you just found your girlfriend sleeping with your boyfriend? You have a girlfriend and a boyfriend? No, I'm not computing that exactly. What is khichdi? It's actually... Strange you ask. It's a recipe that we make pretty much every week here in Keep It Carb Baby. It's an Indian dish. There it is. I'll show you what it looks like. Let's see. It's an Indian dish. You don't find it in restaurants typically, but it's a mixture of like mung beans, basmati rice, and whatever vegetables you want to put in. Typically, like we put in carrots, celery, and some kind of green like kale or cabbage, cauliflower, stuff like that. And yeah, it's delish. Yeah, it's super filling. It's got tons of carbs, tons of protein from the mung beans. It's just a great, delicious dish. And of course, we make it fully vegan. So cool. I envy. Yeah, if you guys like that kind of stuff, I like Angie's recipe. So simple and easy. I make it all the time. In fact, I'm the khichdi maker in this house now. Nina, becoming vegan saved your life. Awesome. See, unlike like the anti-vegans who are saying to destroy their lives. Yeah, that's so weird and rare. Like, how does eating plants do anything but make you healthy? Anyway, Tips for constipation. Yeah, Lou. Yeah, for sure. Raw, not raw, ripe, very, very ripe, spotted brown bananas. Eat several really ripe bananas and do it on a regular basis. You'll be flowing fine. But the flip side is if you eat unripened bananas, ones that are too yellow or even green, it's the opposite effect, constipation town. So, yeah, ripe, spotted bananas, very brown, spotted bananas. Rap and Ron, why are vegans so defensive? What do you mean by that? If someone um, comes out and flat out lies or makes up some BS nonsense about vegans, I'll respond to it. But it doesn't mean we're defensive. It just means if I came out and said all people who eat meat are um, lame, dumb, and unhealthy and going to die in a year, you'd probably be angered too by the nonsense and BS I just spouted there. So vegans like to respond to that. Is Goji Man here? Hey, Goji Man, what's up? Thanks for dropping by. Everyone, say hi to Goji Man and subscribe to Goji Man's channel and subscribe to John's Conscious Live too. We got some couple YouTubers on right now here. Let's see. Blue Ren, no, I answered. We see, I'm tagging things you didn't see. I repeated your quote verbatim, what you typed in with your own brain and hands, and I respond to what you said there. I'm not making anything up. In fact, that's what I accuse others of. I accuse others of making stuff up. No, I only respond to the facts presented to me. I don't go anywhere else other than what the facts are. So anyway, hey Tracy, you want to be a moderator? I'll let you be one if you want. Let me see. If I can get it here, Tracy. Yeah, if you want to moderate, Tracy, you're on. Hey, no egg, Craig. Cool name, by the way, Craig. Favorite hummus. You wanted me to say hummus. I always say that in our vlogs, hummus. And thanks for the super chat tip too, Craig. Check out our Twitter, Happy Healthy Vegan at Ryan Lum. You'll see a shout out to you there. I don't have a favorite brand or anything, to be honest with you. I mean, yeah, we make it on occasion. And I just, sometimes we'll get a coupon, like we'll meet someone that makes hummus, like a manufacturer, and they'll give us like a coupon and I'll try it out. I'll try it out if they have it with them. I wouldn't, you are but I think I have a favorite one, but Tracy, yeah, you are. I just made you a moderator now, Tracy, if you'd like to help out, that would really help out too. And John, let's see. I'm going to put John's Conscious Live. If you want to moderate too, John's Conscious Live, feel free. If you're busy, if you guys, don't feel up for the task, no worries. I'm not going to get mad at you or anything like that. But if you want to help moderate, if you see someone who's just totally being a complete jackass, give them a warning. And if they keep it up, just ban them, because this chat is for people who are, open-minded, people who come here to learn. Even if you're not vegan, I don't care. You don't have to be a vegan. You don't have to be a vegetarian. If you're just interested in learning more about veganism, that's why I call this, vegan Q&A, ask a vegan anything. If you're just here to sincerely, participate rather than try to disrupt, cool. That's all we ask. Just be cool. Don't be disruptive. So that if you can follow those simple, be cool. If you can just be cool, those are our simple rules here. Sorry, we have to have rules, but there's simple rules that any reasonable person should be able to abide by. Really easy. Just be cool. Let's see. What do you want to see there, Gen V? What would you like to see vegans respond to non-vegans like Sarah Therese? Who's that? Please tell me about that. Let's see. Goji Man, when am I coming to the UK? I would really love to go to the UK. I was talking about this earlier. I was tracing some of my ancestry, and I found out that I think it's my great-great-grandfather came here to the United States straight from Wales. His last name is Morris, which I hear is like one of the most common last names in Wales. So I really love to go explore Wales, my ancestral homeland on my mom's side of the family, and end up in Cardiff. I heard there's tons of cool stuff in Cardiff as far as vegan restaurants, a vegan market once a week. So maybe we can do a meetup there. And who knows, maybe mosey on over to London too. So good question, Goji Man. Love to get out to the UK. Love to. So maybe next year if things work out, who knows? Oh, cool, Tracy, on the computer. Cool. Thanks for jumping over to help moderate here. Yeah, hopefully so. Let's see. Nate Merrill, thanks for the super chat tip, by the way. And look on Twitter, as I've been telling everyone, you get a shout out from us on Twitter, Happy Healthy Vegan, or at Ryan Lum for your super chat. Anyway, let's see what it says here. Let's see. I beat David's tip. Law, love rice and beans. What's David's tips there? I kind of don't understand the context of your statement there, Nero. But yeah, we love rice and beans big time too. In fact, hardly a day goes by when I can, well, we don't have some form of rice or beans, because, Blue Ren was saying there, fruit will give you fatty liver disease, blah, blah, blah. Well, wait, that's great. But, we're eating tons of rice and beans. So cool. Thanks, Tracy. And, for helping on the moderation. Appreciate it. Yeah, usually between Race Lever and Byron, often they're both here, but I guess they're both out enjoying their Saturdays, and good for them. I just kind of came on at random today. Didn't let anyone know. Cool, Goji man, a spare room. Thank you so much, man. Where are you at in England, by the way, Goji man? Are you in London or another part? Actually have no idea where you're located at. Are you somewhere outside of the big cities there? Let's see. Log A Birch. Let's see. You want to you want to shout out because you're looking for a vegan boyfriend. Okay, Log. Yeah, actually, it's not that hard, Log. If you're a vegan female or male, I'm not saying. I'm just assuming. I'm just saying if you one is a vegan female, vegan males are more. And actually, there's proportionally more vegan females than males. So just go up to a vegan event, and the odds will be your favor in that regard. Let's see, where you are. Oh, you're a couple hours from Wales. Okay, I'm gonna have to remember that. Derbyshire. I'm gonna copy that and Google it. So I'll see where that is. Let me see where's Derbyshire. All right, let's see. All right, I got my map here on Google. Let's see. Okay, oh, you're by Manchester. Okay. Yeah. All right, cool. Birmingham. Okay, cool. Thanks so much, Goji man. We'll definitely keep that in mind. Yeah, hopefully we'll make it out. The hard part is just like, our house, our pets and stuff like that, it's just hard. I wish I had kind of fewer possessions and stuff like that. It would make traveling a little bit easier. Let's see, am I going to watch the Sox Dodgers game tonight? No, I'm not a baseball fan, you guys. I'm a basketball. I watch the sports that I actually do. So since I've been playing basketball most of my life, yeah, I'm going to watch probably the Lakers and Spurs later on. So that should be cool. San Antonio Spurs. Some ways you spice up your rice. Well, simple ways. Who was asking that? To Haiti. Like look at Mexican food. You can put like guacamole on your rice or some kind of salsa, or if you don't want to buy a salsa, you can make your own. Just put tomatoes and stuff on there. As far as actual spices, gosh, I wish Andrew was here for that one because she's got a whole arsenal of cool spices. But yeah, just stuff. Lime juice. You can squeeze some lime onto it. That helps it out too. Oh, cool, Goji man, you're going to come out our way to North America next year. Cool. Let's definitely stay in touch with that, and hopefully, if you make it out to the West Coast, we can collaborate. Wouldn't that be awesome, guys? Would you like to see Happy Healthy Vegan Goji man collab? I think that would be friggin' awesome. So yeah, stay in touch with that. It's so cool. I totally give kudos to Goji man. I mean, you have guys like me and Mike the vegan. He's working towards his master's of public health, but I have a background in philosophy. I was in grad school in philosophy, so my background's in logic and ethics and just rational thought basically. So it's great to have someone like Goji man who knows his biochemistry. So when I do my response videos, even though I work with the science, I don't always necessarily understand the deeper workings of it all. I'm just working out the logical mistakes and inconsistencies and lies that the anti-vegans are using. And you have Goji man, you watch his videos, he will tell you not only that, but the inner workings, the biology, the biochemistry. So it's so awesome that Goji man is here on YouTube to provide some of the missing details that guys like me and Foot Soldier Mike the Vegan Gains and others might not be able to fill in as eloquently. So anyway, what else is going on here? Yeah, I see a lot of love for Goji man here. Oh, thank you there, Goji man. What do I think about okay, Bounce to the Beat asks, "What do I think about vegans who make comments like, 'Meat causes cancer'? There doesn't appear to be any causation for this." Like, um, well, why did the World Health Organization make make their statements about, processed meat being a class 2A or is that right? Group one and group two I carcinogens, depending if it's processed meat or just red meat. I mean, because there's actual science showing this. You know, and the flip side is if you look at those who don't eat meat, your risk goes down for those same kinds of cancers. So it's all over the place. Yeah, you can't really do a randomized clinical trial where you give people meat and hoping that they'll get cancer and die of it. First of all, it would never pass an ethics board review. Secondly, it would just take so long, it just could never happen. So there's just no way to cause and affect humans to get cancer from eating meat. All has to be done through correlational observational studies. It's the only way it can be done. So when people say those kind of studies are bogus, well, it's the only way to test mortality. You cannot ethically run a study where you want like your experimental group to die and your control group to live. You just can't pass that. I know a little bit about science. Before I majored in philosophy, I was studying research psychology, meaning experimental design. I had courses in. I actually ran some research. I should. I've been planning one day to scan it in and put it up on and make a video about it. Show you the one research paper. It wasn't ever published, but I designed the study, ran the experiment, did the statistics, and the whole thing. Yeah, processed meat. Thank you. Class one carcinogen, red meat. Group 2A carcinogen, a probable cause of cancer. So yeah, thank you there for that. I forgot that distinction. It's strange. I repeat that all the time on this show. Anyway, yeah, read the China study. I know they like to think it's been debunked by Denise Minger, who is not a biochemist, not a doctor, not a researcher of any kind. But yeah, anyway, what else you guys talking about here now? Let's see. Um, Grape fast? What does that mean to you on grape fast? Let's see. Oh, hey, 5X Disney fans. I haven't seen you on. Is it better to come to Long Beach in July or August? Planning a trip. It's pretty much the same. It's pretty once anywhere in Southern California, you're in the middle of summer then. I think if you want it to hopefully not be as hot, usually August is the warmer of the 2 months, but this year July was killer. That was like a gnarly heat wave. It lasted most of July and August, but it's pretty much the same thing. I can't think of any benefit of traveling here July versus August. It's just as crowded with tourists, people everywhere. Weather is pretty much identical. Um, I would, if I had the choice, I would probably go for July just because you have the odds of the weather being a little bit better, not quite as hot. It does get quite hot here, uh, but yeah, it's not much difference at all. Let's see. Um, Ryan, have I thought of making a bone charcoal video? Aquabender asks that. What about bone charcoal are you asking about? No, I have not thought of making a bone charcoal video. Is that something that like low carb paleo guys are doing for health or something? Um, oh, bone char sugar being labeled as vegan. Oh, that's a question. Um, yeah, I remember when we first went vegan, we did research into the sugars, if sugars are vegan. Yeah, I mean, I forgot the results of my researches from back then. But the bottom line is, we don't really buy sugar. I don't, I mean, we don't need to sweeten things up with sugar. So that's one way of avoiding that. How about like trying that out? I'm asking, do you need to? And sugar doesn't have to go through any non-vegan processing, but some sugar is processed in that manner, non-vegan manner. So my question is, do you really need to even have sugar? I'm just kind of asking that rhetorically. You don't need to answer that, but that's our way of dealing with it. We just don't need to put sugar into foods. Basically, we sweeten something like Angie's making a recipe. Like we said, we have all sorts of plant-based sweeteners to choose from. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Tracy. Someone's using the appeal to futility. Let me see if I can find his question here. Um, Okay, there's Brock's question. Why do you people? I always like it when someone refers to us as you people. You know what's going to follow after that? It's going to be kind of, you know what I'm saying? Whenever, any time sense, you people, why do all you people? Anyway, why do you people, or why do you reply to people that say that farmers growing crops need to kill squirrels and other animals? Okay, not to make fun of your question there, Brock, but farmers growing crops need to kill squirrels and other matters. What do we say to them? Oh, thanks for the super chat tip there, Goji Man. Yeah, check our Twitter. You'll get a shout out there. Thanks so much. Let me answer this question there. I didn't mean to make fun of you, Barack, because yeah, you're probably vegan asking that question. But I'm just saying, I always get this question in the comments. Why do you people, like all us vegans, are the same? We have the same beliefs. We all like the same music and the same fashion. Like, this couldn't be further from the truth. But yeah, that's the appeal to fertility fallacy. Thanks for that, Tracy. Which means like, okay, what they're saying when people throw that argument out there is like they're saying, okay, well, you can't be perfect, you know. Even when like Ted Nugent saying, when farmers are out there growing their tofu, and you don't grow tofu, you grow soy. But and when you're growing tofu, all these animals are being ground up by the combine harvester. So therefore, why even go vegan? You know, you can't be vegan because all farm production involves killing animals. Well, there's a huge difference between a stray animal getting hurt or in farming versus intentionally going out and killing big giant mammals to eat them with the intent of killing and eating them. And as I've shown, there's studies that have traced what happens with animals in the fields when combine harvesters come. And animals, you know, want to survive. They're not stupid and sit around. They don't want to die. They get out of the way. So most animals, like the vast majority, like 98%, get out of harm's way when combine harvesters come. Secondly, these crops that are being harvested with combine harvesters, like tofu, which is soy, most all of that goes to feed livestock. Same with corn, or it goes to, you know, into cars, you know, it's ethanol. So it doesn't even go to feed humans, let alone vegans. So it's just completely ridiculous argument all the way around, completely ridiculous. You know, and that tofu that Ted Nugent's complaining about, yeah, is used to feed cows. Thanks. I know I have a California accent. I was born and raised in California. You know, it's cool. I like having a California accent. Let's see. Shana asking a medical question here. 24, diagnosed with MS at 15. How would I reverse it? Um, Shanawaz. You know, I don't feel qualified to answer a question like that. You know, that's something for a medical doctor. Not only that, a plant-based, a vegan medical doctor. Um, let's see. I wish I could refer you to one right now. If you contact me off our website, Sean Waz, just go to our website, happyhealthyvegan.org. There's a contact page. Email me there, and I did an interview online with a doctor who's actually a YouTuber, Lori. I forgot her last name right now. She has a podcast on here, and she has a service where she can be like a medical doctor from a distance, meaning you don't have to go into her office if you don't live in the same state or area as she does, and we don't. And anyway, she offered I could work with her online, so I'm assuming you probably could as well. So reason why I'm bringing that up is because it sounds like you want a vegan to answer that question. I think you need a vegan medical doctor to answer that question because, yeah, I'm not trained in disease prevention or diagnosis as far as particularly something is you know, important as MS. So I'll just let you know I'm not going to BS you and pretend I know an answer to that. Yeah, Lori Marbus. Thank you so much. That's, yeah. If you Google her, Lori Marbus, as Redazar Zrad, um, um, typed in there. Look for her. See if you can contact her. Um, okay. Oh, Dr. John McDougall. Yeah, son of Dr. McDougall. Check that out. Too. All right, cool. Thanks for helping out the community. That's what I'm saying. That's what I want to have this chat be. It's to help people, not to, like, you know, have trolls disrupt the peaceful, you know, nice vibes that we're all having here. So yeah, cool. Ah, what's your name there? Fix Vet Vegan because of us. Well, I know it's not because of us. Maybe we're part of the reason. So thank you though for giving us our bit of credit in your journey there. Thank you so much. Let's see. Um, You too, Paul. Thanks. Thank you guys. Yeah, we meet people all the time that tell us that, and it's really humbling. I'm, honored, but I know I'm just part of that. You had the desire to go vegan, and we may have been one of the resources that helped you to see how easy, fun, and healthy it is, despite what some of these trolls here are saying. There's only been a couple trolls. Why am I even mentioning these guys? Anyway, question: vegan or plant-based? Actually, we talked about this on our panel at VegFest last Saturday, and here's something I didn't say. The animals don't really give an F if you call yourself vegan or plant-based, right? They just care about not being, killed in slaughterhouses or put into, like, crammed into feedlots, or whatever horrible conditions that they're being kept. And the animals just don't care. You can call yourself Grexer, ZBox7, whatever you want. As long as the animals aren't dying, I'm fine with it. I prefer vegan because it's very well known. It's a definition. It means something, and it means too that you not only not eating animal bits, you're also doing it because of the animals. I want that to be clear. I don't eat any animals, and I do it for all the reasons. I do it for my health. I do it for the health of the planet and all your relatives, and I want a healthy planet for the future, and I'm doing it for animals too. So I think vegan kind of covers all that. Plant-based technically could mean that you're just kind of plant-based and you don't eat fully vegan. See, it kind of leaves a little wiggle room. It's not entirely clear. Vegan is very clear. You don't just go out, "Oh, I'm going to have a meat burger today." Then you're not vegan if you have that kind of desire. So that's my take on it. You like that, John? The animals don't give an F. Just stop harming them. That's what John's Conscious Life said there. Check out his channel too. But yes, that's exactly my point. Animals don't care. I don't see why well-intended, well-meaning vegans or plant-based people will have fights and debates about this. Really, just look at what we're working towards. What's the end goal? The end goal is to not harm, torture, and kill all these billions of animals needlessly every year, and not needlessly destroy this great planet that the creator, the universe, is made for us, so beautiful, and we're going to make it unlivable soon because of our addiction to meat and our inability to face up to that fact. It's an inconvenient truth, to steal the words from Al Gore. Okay, this is not a place for people to tell people how to vote. So vote red is gone here. Okay. Oh, thanks. Cool. I'm glad, Sean Nwazi, you like our work, despite me not feeling comfortable answering that MS, how to reverse MS question. But yeah, look for a plant-based, a vegan doctor, someone who understands that when you're vegan doesn't mean you're like sick and deficient. That's the last kind of doctor you're looking for. Let's see. Practical Pisces. You found Happy Healthy Vegan, then that vegan couple, then those annoying vegans. Yeah, they're cool. They're fun friends of ours here. Mike the Vegan, another bud of ours, vegan activist, plant-based news. Yeah, cool. Sounds like you are in touch with some good information sources there. Nice, diverse array. Let's see. Okay, well, I didn't make that comment so we can attack Al Gore. I'm just saying it's an inconvenient truth. He was talking about the environment. I'm talking about meat. We see it's a known fact. It's not coming from vegan propaganda machines that animal agriculture is the number one source of greenhouse gases. There's different numbers. Is it 51% of all greenhouse gases? Is it 40%? But all of them show animal agriculture is number one. I'm just saying it's an inconvenient truth for people to face up to that fact. They'd rather just say, "Oh well, we'll just kill the planet then, because I couldn't possibly stop eating meat." Anyway, Iran wants to know, do I know Robert Morse? I know who he is. I don't think I've seen a video of his for maybe 4 years, so it probably wouldn't be best for me to comment on him because I have no idea what he's saying or doing at this time. Let's see. My suggestions for someone with a severe iron deficiency. My doctor did blood work and your iron levels are 7.5. What did your doctor say to do? I wonder if that's something like beyond diet, if it's severely deficient. Again, I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not going to tell you how to eat there. But Next, I noticed my last blood test, they didn't test for iron. I thought it was automatic. So I just got my doctor to write me a script for my next blood test, which I hope to get sometime in November for 8 years vegan and check out my iron. But last time I got it tested, it was good. But I try to eat lots of foods rich in iron. My favorite food for iron, I eat this every day. So hopefully this will help you out there, Jennifer, are pumpkin seeds, sometimes called pepitas or squash seeds. And yeah, they're one of the highest plant-based sources for iron. And I love spinach too, which is great for iron absorption. I'm saying iron, and if you have some citrus on top of the spinach, everything I've read says it even increases the bioavailability of the iron in the spinach. So those are two things to try there: of citrus on your spinach, or just spinach in general. Just eat more spinach, because I've never found that I've made too much spinach. You know, it kind of, you have a lot and then it kind of shrivels up as you cook it. Just put more spinach than you think. And the pumpkin seeds, you can get those in bulk at most markets. And I just grab a bunch every day, and they're full of protein too. So it's just a good food to have. I think, yeah, a lot of vegans would benefit from having like pumpkin seeds every day, like I do. Oh, practical Pisces. You're saying me and Mike the vegan are somehow outdated now because of Goji Man? I hope that's not what you're thinking. I just think he complements what we say, because I said I kind of more of a debunker. I look at the logic, the inconsistencies, the lies. Like, say, the 4 videos I've done on Chris Kresser's comments made on that Joe Rogan debate against Dr. Khan. That's kind of my wheelhouse there. Being having a background in logic. Goji Man's, his background is in the biochemistry, the science. So I think we each have our niche. Just like you wouldn't want Joey Carbstrong to ditch his street activism and just report on science, or have Dr. Greger or Dr. McDougall be street activists. You know what I'm saying? Every person, it should be in their wheelhouse, where they could be their best vegan activists of any kind, being a vegan doctor, a vegan debunker, a vegan biochemist, whatever. I think everyone's got their place as far as, where they should be putting their energies into. Um, does all meat cause cancer, or only processed and red meat? Again, we talked about this earlier. World Health Organization came out and said processed meat increases your risk for colorectal cancers, and categorize it a group 1 carcinogen, a known carcinogen, and classified red meat as a group 2A carcinogen, a probable carcinogen. So I'll point out that bananas and rice and potatoes and legumes and broccoli and spinach are not group 1 or group 2A carcinogens. So I'm just pointing out the big difference there between meat and plant foods. Okay, a good practical Pisces. I'm glad you didn't think that us and Mike the vegan are all old news now. And I didn't know if you really thought that. I just kind of read that. Go, oh no, oh no, we're old news. We're an old YouTube channel. Well, we are old, man. I make no bones about it. I'm 51 years old. I'm proud. I don't hide that fact. 8 years vegan. Not dead yet. Not deficient yet. All lab results still within range. Let's see. How do I feel about lab-grown meat, and would I eat it if it were available? First of all, I don't even know when it's going to become available, but yeah, I've done several videos on this, and there's ways I've read to produce lab-grown meat that involve using animal serum, which involves messing with an animal, and there's methods that do not require animal serum. Don't mess with animals. So that latter kind I just described there is way more ethical. Would I eat it? Hell no. I don't need to eat meat right now. So why would I eat lab grown meat for? It's not being designed for vegans, or to replace food that vegans are already eating. It's to take over and disrupt the mass meat market. And I think that's awesome. If you can produce a meat out there that's pretty much identical to meat, but didn't have any animal ethical issues involved, and people are eating that, and it's not destroying the environment, not harming animals, I think that's a huge win. But I don't personally care to eat it, but I'd like to see all your uncles and brothers and friends who would never consider going vegan to eat that stuff. It would be a huge win, and huge win for the animals. You wouldn't be killing billions of animals every year, and a huge win for our planet. I think, a lot of people aren't really thinking about how life on this planet could be pretty miserable in about another decade or so. So yeah, I think it's a win, but not for my eating personally. And same with Angie. Let's see what else you guys talking about here. Um, let's see. You with me there, CC? Cool, thanks. Yeah, I think a lot of vegans feel the same way from many of the vegans I spoke to. I also see a big potential with it for like pet foods too, So, so it's to disrupt all the overall meat market in general for humans and animals. Let's see. Cool, Ismail. Thanks. Thanks. Oh, Thick Vegan. Thank you for the banana fund there. Thank you so much. You're always helping out with the banana fund. And as promised, I will buy some bananas tomorrow when I after I do my farmers market. I go to my banana shop and at the market across the street. So thank you. I really do need some more bananas right now. Let's see. Yeah, John. Yeah, you're with me too. John's Conscious Life, huh? No lab grown meat. And also Thick Vegan. Look on our Twitter feed. Happy Healthy Vegan or at Ryan Lum, and you'll see a shout out to you for your super chat tip there, and for everyone who's given a super chat tip today. So thank you. Um, let's see. Uh, all right, cool. All right, what are you guys talking about there? Oh, cool. Thanks, John's Conscious Life, for helping out, and Tracy with the moderation. I want to thank you. And again, I want to let you guys know you're under no obligation to stay on with me here for the entirety of this live stream. If you got stuff to do, go do it. But if you just want to join on and enjoy this live stream and help moderate, that's cool. But yeah, feel no obligation. I'll be fine. I'm on my computer, so I can easily point the mouse and ban any trolls that pop up. I've already hit a few while you guys are here too. So I just want to point that out. I don't want you to feel stressed out that you gotta stay here right now. Nut-based yogurt's a health food. Well, I don't think so. I mean, it's probably pretty processed, I imagine, pretty high in fat, but I'll have them once in a while. I mean, like maybe once every month or two. Angie will get there'll be some fruit nut yogurt or something like that. The market will get it, but yeah, I don't know if anyone has any tips on healthy nut yogurts. Let us know here. Diablo 4. Who would I see that question there? Diablo 4. Will it ever happen, Alex? I don't know. Diablo, who's ever played Diablo? Any guys played Diablo in the past? I was a big fan of Diablo 1 and 2. Didn't like 3 as much. All the original programmers and producers are gone, just like new people working at Blizzard. It's never going to be the same again. Those old games are really spooky, really frightening. There's like this sense of evil lurking underneath the computer somehow, and I don't get that sense anymore. So we'll see what they do if there's a new Diablo. But I heard that they're not going to announce any new Diablos anytime soon. Let's see. Um, let's see. What? Gil Films, you want to be a moderator? Let's see. Let's see. I forgot what you've been asking about here, Gil. All right, yeah, I'll try out as a moderator, Gil. Let's check you out here. Yeah, I know Tracy and John's Conscious Knife for a long time, so I have I added them. But Gil, I don't know you as well, so we'll kind of do a trial moderator thing here. If it works out great today, I'll leave you on as a moderator for long term thing here. So we'll check it out, Gil. All right. So yeah, we'll do a little trial basis here. Let's see. There's vegan yogurt Tech 56. Yeah, for sure. Go down to most markets. I mean, yeah, every time I go to like say Whole Foods, they have a whole bunch of plant-based yogurts there. I'm trying to think of some of the brands right now. Forage or Forager, something like that. That was the most recent one I remember getting. Not sponsored, by the way. So they're around. You just have to look for sure. Let's see. Skewy Dev. Thoughts on Ashes of Creation? Don't know what that is. Is soda really fruit in a can? No, it's processed food with weird like chemicals and stuff like that. Well, a banana is not processed. It doesn't have weird chemicals or anything like that. Oh, it is forager Tracy. All right, cool. All right, awesome. Um, how do kale chips taste? That's a great question there, Matthew. I've tried dozens of brands of kale chips and they're all different. It all depends on what kind of spices they put on top of the kale chips. And I'll tell you a little secret. My favorite kale chips of all time, you can't get them, unfortunately. It's the ones Angie makes here. She has a cool recipe for them. They're not in Keep It Carb Baby, but I should just tell her to put it in her next book. She was reluctant to put it in Keep It Carb Baby because it requires using a dehydrator, and she knew most of you guys didn't have one. But it shouldn't stop the rest of you guys that do have a dehydrator from being able to make it. And I really miss her kale chips. She wanted to make them last week. I told her we have no time. We were so far behind as far as getting our album out and Happy Holiday Vegan and everything. So soon, hopefully. Yeah, Tracy. Yeah, yeah. Angie made a video about that. You're right. Yeah, feel free, Tracy. Yes, please. If you can find the link for Angie's kale chip video, yes, please. That would be so awesome. That would be, yeah, much appreciated. I love you, moderators. Thank you so much. You guys are helping me out big time. Um, you could dehydrate in the oven. We've tried that before. You could just try that. It's not quite the same, but you could put them in the oven. I'm trying to remember. We did that one day. We put them in the oven and the dehydrator and compared them. I just remember the dehydrator ones were so much better. But if you don't have a dehydrator, the oven ones will have to do. I just forgot how it worked out. I think they just kind of cooked quicker. They weren't as well. They're definitely not raw anymore. But not that we care about that as much as like I said, Raw Foodist does. But just something about they bake too quickly in the oven. But anyway. Uh-oh, Scooby Doo, you're getting too hungry right now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's okay. Let's see. Okay, thanks, John's Conscious Life. Someone's wondering about men having ED. Yeah. The same processes that clog your blood arteries that cause heart attack, those same clogging issues are what prevent blood from reaching your D in the ED. No, I didn't get that right, but I think you know what I mean there. Yeah, plant-based diets have been shown by science to help with ED, just flow throughout the entire body, blood flow. Cool. And Tracy just pasted down there in the show notes a link to Angie's kale chips video. So thanks so much there, Tracy. Much appreciated. Johnny asks, how's my digestion since I'm not raw vegan anymore? That's a really, really good question, Johnny. I remember, when I was raw, I thought my digestion was pretty good. Didn't seem like it was like, like, oh my God, my digestion is so awesome. I mean, it was just good. I've never had bad digestion. I never had any like digestive issues like some of you guys might have, But anyway, I remember when I started incorporating, like, let's have some rice. My digestion was still fine. Put beans in, my digestion's still fine. Try anything out. My digestion is just as good now as it was when I'm raw. Which it never changed. I always had good, strong digestion. And same with Angie too. So it's good to have two of us here. So we're a little bit of an experiment since we're both different people, different ethnic backgrounds, different dietary backgrounds, and if we both do the same thing and have the same after effects, like, go from raw to eating cooked food and have the same good digestion. It shows you that, I kind of distrust some of the claims that like I hear from some of the raw food gurus saying that cooked food is bad for your digestion or messes up your digestion, since I didn't experience anything of the sort, nothing. Anyway, favorite whole grains. I like just different kinds of rice. I've never met a rice I didn't like. It could be wild rice. We cook with basmati rice all the time. California brown rice are our favorites. Occasionally we'll have some quinoa or something like that. Just, grains are good. Let's see. Rice is life, says Paul Elliott. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I tell you, it's hard to go a few days and not have some rice in this house. Sweet potato fries. Yeah, not rice, but yeah, definitely a fun dish for sure. I mean, just a fun carb to make. Cool, Johnny. I'm glad you like the answer there. Again, I'm not dissing on raw food or anything. I said, our book here, Keep It Carb Baby. We have the ebook as well as the printed book on happyhealthyvegan.org. But I'd say about a third. You guys have the book too. I'm not just like making this number out. Those of you that haven't really agree with me here, maybe make a quarter to one third of the recipes are raw. I'll just keep it conservative. Let's say about a quarter of the recipes are raw, particularly the breakfast recipes. So I really don't like to drive a wedge into the vegan world between raw versus cooked, because all the food's there for us to eat. So why make a big deal about one versus the other? It's all good for you. Let's see. Now that sounds really good, Rhea. Brown jasmine rice with slices of sweet potato. Can you send some of that to me? But I know you don't have any. You're just like pondering tasty food right now. Amanda, yeah, I kind of eat more raw in the summer as well. And I think that's a function of it being warmer. The idea of having a big hot soup or stew is not as attractive as eating some fruit. And furthermore, in the summers when all the fruit's abundant here, and at least in California, I'm buying tons of cherries, tons of peaches and stuff that we can't get anymore unless you import from the other side of the world. But it's not as good. Just something wrong about it. Eating cherries in the wintertime is weird. But yeah, we eat way more fruit in the summertime. Yeah, we just kind of do what nature does. If the fruit's abundant, we're eating it. And if it's not, we're having more of the cooked stuff. That's something I found kind of odd about raw too. You're kind of eating fruit all year, even when there's really not much fruit available. It's just kind of strange concept for me to grasp, considering like you go down to farmer's market and there's no fruit. It's just a bunch of root vegetables, because that's all that's growing in the wintertime. Ooh, Fig Vegan, 7 days of potatoes only, and you feel good. Awesome. Yeah, our friend Spudfit, I'm sure you know about him. He did a year of potatoes and toppings. Curious though, Fig Vegan, why are you doing a potato only diet there? What was your idea for going down that road? Is ramen vegan? Adrian, great question. You have to look at the ingredients. Yeah, there's definitely vegan ramens. Yeah, we've been eating vegan ramens all around Long Beach. If you go to the store, like the market, you got to read the ingredients. But yeah, there's definitely places that make vegan ramen and companies that make ramen that don't have any animal bits in it. But again, if you go to a store, just read the ingredients. As with any food that you're not familiar with, read the label. Read it 3 times at least. Raisin Jeffries, why are people doing well on the carnivore diet? I think a lot of people talked about this before. Hasn't Goji Man talked about this? I'm just going to repeat what he said. It's an elimination diet. I mean, you could eliminate on any number of foods. It doesn't have to be meat. You could eliminate like what Thick Vegan's doing here. Go on potato diet. She says she's feeling great, doing really well. The thing about elimination diets is, yeah, if you have some kind of digestive reactions, some issues with your digestion, and if you're just eating one food, yeah, you're probably not going to have those digestive issues. Assume that one food you're eating doesn't cause that. So yeah, it's an elimination diet, and doesn't mean that the food you're eating is doing amazing things for it. It just means you're not eating foods, since you're only eating one food. You're only eating the one food that doesn't cause anything. You're avoiding the other foods that might cause digestive issues. But it doesn't mean veganism has failed. Like I said, you could do an elimination diet on potatoes, as Thick Vegan is doing right now for 7 days, as Spudfit had done for a year. There's many ways to do an elimination diet. There's nothing magic about the meat. There isn't, despite what they might assert. Yeah, who said oatmeal is toxic? I'm with you, Jay. If I don't have bananas, oatmeal is what I grab for my go-to breakfast meal. Adding oats and blueberries today. Good job, Thick Vegan. Yeah, that's what I recommend too. If you're gonna do a restrictive diet, don't do it for too long, because you're missing out on all the other wonderful nutrients in whole food plants as well. So as you're wisely doing there, Thick Vegan, put some fruits in today. Get some cool antioxidants out of blueberries. Some different nutrient profile of the oats. So yeah, good job there. But potatoes are, they're like a complete food. I remember looking about on Chronometer. If you were trapped on a desert island and you had nothing but like potatoes growing there, you could live off that indefinitely, at least until you got rescued. It's a complete food there with everything you need. Let's see. What else you guys asking there? You want persimmons now, Tracy? Yeah, it's starting to become time. I've seen persimmons popping up at some of the markets now. So yeah, we're starting to hit persimmon season. See what I'm saying? Eat as nature provides throughout the year. I don't want to sound too woo-woo, but to use some, like, cannabis parlance, I like the dankest fruit I can find. And the dankest fruit is the stuff that's in season, fresh, locally, where you live at right now. And you're not going to find dank, cherries. They're gone. Cherries are totally gone. But now you're going to start finding persimmons. A little early for them to be dank, but you'll start finding dank persimmons soon. Yeah. Yeah, they're rock hard out here too, but at least we're seeing them. But yeah, persimmon season is still really a few months away, the height of winter and even into spring, depending on what variety they are. What does dankest mean for us Indiana folk? I tell you, it relates to like cannabis. You hear that term around like, weed circles, just dank, just like the most flavorful, pungent, ripe, fresh stuff. That's it basically. You never heard that word before in your entire life? Oh, I guess because I live in California. It's a little different out here, especially with cannabis being fully legal now. By the way, fully legal for not only medicinal but recreational use too. So I still have to go check out those recreational places they sell. I haven't been into one to check them out, see what they're like. Do I smoke? I definitely have in the past. I'm not gonna lie about that. I mean, anyone who's heard our music, you can tell it's got some, you know, some influence in that direction for sure. Like Pink Floyd or something like that does. By the way, if you just turned on our album, it's here. It's called Life Goes On. Let me see if I can get it so the camera can see without all the glare of the light. Life Goes On by Love Spirals, and we have it for pre-sale. It'll be out November 2nd, which is this Friday. So we got a lot of work to do. But I think do I have a URL here? Let me put the URL. You can pre-order it right now on our Bandcamp page. Let me paste the URL here. You can pre-order the CD or the digital. It's all good. Here you go, for those who want to order. And I've been surprised. We haven't really made any official announcement, just kind of a few little hints here and there. And yeah, a lot of you guys have pre-ordered it already. So thank you so much. So yeah. Oh, thanks, Thick Vegan. Now I'll get even a few more bananas. Oh, lifting weights. Awesome. Yeah, we'll definitely say hi to Angie on your behalf. So thanks so much again for your banana potato tip there. It will definitely go to market purchase tomorrow. No doubt about that. Let's see. Have I ever met John Kohler? Yeah, I met him several times. I saw him when we went to Woodstock Fruit Festival back in 2013. But yeah, he was at SoCal Veg Fest last weekend. Never got a chance to say hi to him, though. I saw him presenting right behind us. Oh, cool. Yeah, Tracy. So you did get our album last week. I couldn't remember. We sold it to like a handful of people, maybe like 6, 7, 8 people last week. So yeah, a few of you got a little sneak peek of it. So you liking it. Cool. Listen to it all the way to the airport after Veg Fest. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, anyone who listens to our music, I always tell you, listen to it at nighttime if you can. Like, out driving at night or chilling in the house at night, the stereo cranked up if you got a stereo. Anyway, dealing with depression, vegan on terror. Great question. It's tough. That's a tough question. Oh man, the best advice I can give, I can't say a vegan diet makes it any better or worse. I don't know. But it's for me, I've had episodes and bouts before, and for me, what's always kind of got me out of it was changing my thought patterns, not listening to the negative thoughts, the negative voice coming from me. And meditation helps with that, because meditation teaches you to when you're not meditating, you might not realize how often like thoughts are creeping up in your from your ego, from your mind, whatever you want to call it. And a lot of these thoughts are kind of negative, and you might not realize that you're listening to them. Like, oh, I can't do this, says your little inner voice. So that's too hard, or you're not good enough, or you'll never get past this, whatever. So meditation kind of teaches you to realize that happens, and learn to deal with it. Either just kind of acknowledge it. Oh, there's a negative thought. I'm not going to pay any attention to it, because that's not your true self. You can exist without negative thoughts speaking to you at the time. I'm getting a little woo-woo here for Happy Healthy Vegan, but that's my tip there, is to explore meditation and learn how to identify negative thoughts that you're creating yourself and how to manage them. That might not be the answer you get from most people. I'm just telling you what's worked for me. It may not work at all for you. Your mind might not like them. Your personality might not be hip to meditation. I don't know. Anyway, and John has a good point. If you think you got it rough, yeah, thinking about the animals that we raise for farming and food have a pretty they have nothing to look forward to. Absolutely nothing. Zero, you know? I mean, every day is misery and the end of their life is brutal and cruel. So that's another way to look at that. They've got it way worse than we do. So anyway, all right, let's try to get more positive there. Um, um, Headspace app. All right, I haven't checked that out. Headspace app to slow your brain down. All right, cool. There's a good tip there. Um, how do I feel about organic food not being vegan? Um, that's just nonsense. That's complete nonsense. I grow food in my yard, as I talked about here. It's organic and it's vegan. And farmers that I support at farmers market, they don't put animal inputs into their food. They'll use like seaweed. We've shown a farmer of our favorite farmer of ours whose input is seaweed. Um, there's such a thing as called veganic farming. So it's BS when people say you can't farm organically and also be vegan. It sounds good if you're an anti-vegan, but it's not some kind of truth by any stretch. Um, let's see, Windows and Mac OS not vegan. Let's see. Really, is that true? 97% of organic farms use animal fertilizer. Well, again, yeah, it depends on where you get your food from. And again, you have that choice often. Maybe you don't where you live at, but I have my choice here on who I buy my food from. I don't have the choice with bananas as much. Say, I don't know. I can't talk to those farmers, but I can talk to my farmers at my farmers market and ask them what they use. So there's one thing you can do if you have that option where you live at. But it's just not some kind of truth that all organic food uses animal inputs. And it's not a truth. So Joey said that, maybe where he lives that's true, but it's not true here. There's veganic farming. There's veganic farming in England. I saw a video about that too. So it's not just something that happens here in California. I saw yeah, anyway, let's continue on here. You like me pointing the finger there? I'll do that. I do that in the thumbnail, don't I? Do I incorporate cannabis in my diet, Jose? I didn't know that was part of one's diet. I didn't. I wouldn't recommend that as a source of calories or nutrients. So I would be no. um, yeah, thanks, Shu. Someone talking about soy raising estrogen levels. That's just a complete myth. And as I've talked about earlier, I made videos about this. Vegans have higher levels of testosterone. And you don't even have to eat soy as a vegan. That's a big misconception that vegans need to eat soy. But even amongst soy eating people, this study was done on Japanese who eat soy. Their testosterone levels in both men and women were higher than the ones who didn't eat soy. So it's just a complete myth all around. Double cup. Are you some kind of homophobe or something? I want to find out why you're asking that question for. Um, let's see. Pumpkin and banana smoothie or persimmons? I've never put pumpkin in before, and I've only put persimmon in a couple times, so you're going to have to tell me that. Yeah, but Practical Pisces, tell me, I haven't been seeing all the comments. Has Double Cup been trolling and getting away with some nonsense or not? Oh, can't stop lying. Maybe he means, yeah, is cannabis part of a diet? Hemp seeds. Actually, I was using some kind of in my smoothie, some kind of protein powder that was made out of hemp seeds. So yeah, in that case, yeah, hemp can be a full-on part of your vegan diet if you like. So let's see. Does veganism cause autism? Where have you ever heard that at night? I've never heard anything of the sort. In fact, all the vegan children I've met have just been really robust mentally. I've heard about other things causing autism, but never eating plants causing autism. I can't even think of a biological mechanism as for how that would work. Um, let's see. What else you guys asking about here? Veganism cause brain disease. Do I need to start blocking some of these people here? Why would eating plants cause brain disease? It makes again absolutely no sense. Um, so thank you for moderators for dealing with that. All right, let me change position here. One sec. My legs are really sore. Ooh. Ah. Okay. What's my favorite quick meal besides a smoothie? Depends, Kate, but great question. In the morning, oatmeal, especially if I don't have bananas handy or I'm traveling, I don't have ripe bananas. Also, something I'll make if I really just want to make something quick, like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I mean, how long does that take? Huh? Also, something I call bro tacos. You know, I just heat up some beans from a can, um, heat up some corn tortillas, slap it together, put some greens inside it, maybe squirt some hot sauce, cut up an avocado or a tomato if I can be bothered. So those are like two quick meal ideas for you there, depending if it's morning or later on. Let's see. Cool. You like those ideas there, John? Yeah, it's super easy food. Super easy food. And peanut butter. I'm not sponsored, but I've looked around. I've been trying to find like the most simple peanut butter, one that's not adding like salt and weird oils. Strangely, Laura Scudder's, again, not sponsored. It seems to be one of the most whole food peanut butters I can find. So that's one of my faves right there. If not, you know, you can find good stuff like Whole Foods too. Can I talk about the water I drink? Actually, I wish I had some more. I drink it all right here. I use a water filter, a water filtration system, not sponsored. I should try to get sponsored because I mention them quite often on these live streams. The company name is Pristine Hydro. They have a unit that you can hook up just to your faucet on your kitchen sink. You don't have to install anything. It just kind of attaches to it and puts all the water into like a crock pot kind of thing. And that's what I've been using since like 2012 or something like that. So really delicious water. But yeah, just look around. So, you know, for any kind of multi-stage, I think it's got like 8 stages, including reverse osmosis, and goes through all sorts of filtration processes. So yeah, I like having clean water. In fact, it's really important to me because I don't really drink anything other than water and smoothies, but I don't drink coffee or tea or kombucha, soda, you know, stuff like that. I mean, on occasion I'll have some of those things, but really it's just water and smoothies day in and day out. Where's Angie Paul? She's in the next room editing our next video. I think it'll be our next video. It'll probably be out tomorrow or the next day, a vlog of us how we ate and trained in a day, you know, eating all sorts of foods, me going to the gym, and what we did around the house working, just look into our kind of boring but hectic daily lives. So that's what she's up to right now. And then she's got more videos to edit too. She's kind of stressed out a little bit. James, do I use artificial sweeteners like Steven? No, never. In fact, I don't like artificial sweeteners at all. No, never. I'm not, sometimes I'll taste something. Oh, it has that stevia taste or Splenda taste or something like that, you know? Anyway, yeah, not a fan of artificial sweeteners. Okay, Castle Blind has his own filtration system he wants too. Cool. Yeah, mine's not all that economical too. So if you can find Can't Stop Blind's filtration there, yeah, mine was like maybe $1,000. I got it like 5 years ago. For all I know, it costs more than that now. Let's see. Cece, World Veg Fest. Wait, what's World Veg Fest? Remind me here. What's up with that? Yes, thanks, Tracy. Yeah, I use a B12 spray. I was using another brand, other than Garden of Life. I got a deal at like a local market here on another brand. and I've used it all up, so I need to reorder, and I get mine on Amazon, the Garden of Life B12 spray. So thanks for reminding me, Tracy. I need to make a reorder of B12 spray, and I don't take it every day, even though they recommend you do. I take it maybe 3-4 times a week, and every day, I'm pretty much every day, I'm getting some B12 in my almond milk or my flaxseed milk, one of the two. Let's see. Let's see. I Blame Society asks, why are we vegan? Health or morality or both? Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're in it for the whole thing. I consider being vegan a win-win-win situation. A win for your personal health, a win for the health of the planet, the environmental benefits, like trying to reduce the number one cause of greenhouse gas so our planet is livable for us and future generations of humans and animals. Really big if you really think about that. If we don't have a planet to live on, all of human society and civilization goes down the tubes and we're gone. And lastly, but not least, yeah, the animals. Yeah, that's what really attracted me to veganism in the first place. Going through a whole, roughly a week, and be able to say, hey, no animals needed to die in order for me to live. That was huge, thinking that, wow, otherwise animals would have been dying. But yeah, by cutting out meat and dairy and eggs and all that, no animals needed to be killed or messed with in order for me to live. So yeah. So what I'm saying is go for one reason, whichever one attracts you at that time in your life, and you'll hopefully start learning about all the other wins there are for veganism. As I say, there's no reason to not be vegan, not to use double negatives, but yeah, there's no argument ever heard for why being vegan sucks or is bad or anything like that. It's just all wins. It's all wins. It's a win-win-win, as John's Conscious Life reported here. And there's probably a few more. It's probably a win/win/win like 5 or 6 times. Just a full-on win all around. Let's see. What do I think about Tim? I think Tim Sheaf, you're asking about crazy or cool. Yeah, I've met Tim a few times. Really nice guy. Unfortunately, I think I'm not to speak bad. If Tim's watching, don't believe all the woo-woo stuff about purity and perfection. I fell into that trap a little bit when I was raw too. So I can really understand that kind of mentality that there's toxins and everything. But it's pretty much impractical and impossible to live a life where you're trying to always be pure and untoxified and all that stuff. We live in the modern world, we live in a different world from say, like, when you may have been able to pull it off like 1,000 years ago or 2,000 years ago or 5,000 years ago. So, yeah, Tim, don't starve yourself to death. You're an amazing person, amazing athlete. And yeah, don't do all these like starvation fasts. And when you're back out here healthy again, let's hang out and work out together. Let's see. How do you keep a budget while eating vegan? Asked Rigor Mortis. Cool name. But anyway, it's really not that hard because eating plants is cheap. Seriously, like what's cheaper than like, the basis of what we buy every weekend, like vegetables, rice, potatoes, bananas, legumes. You don't have to go out and buy fancy vegan burgers and stuff like that. That stuff's expensive. It's processed, full of salt, not that healthy. It's fun to eat sometimes, especially when you go out with your friends to a bar or something like that. But yeah, the cheapest foods on the planet are plants. Actually, meat costs a lot. Dairy, cheese, that stuff costs a lot. The stuff I just mentioned, all those plant foods I eat, cheap. In fact, if you're unfortunate and you're one of the people who only can live off like a few bucks a day, you're not eating meat. You're eating the plant foods that we're eating. We eat like peasants, even though we're not, but it's peasant food. Peasant food is healthy. It's the food of the royalty that causes disease. Let's see. Wow, Vegetarian doing a sociology essay about why veganism isn't the norm in Australia. I'm curious what you have to say. I mean, a lot of things are not the norm because that's not the tradition. People haven't traditionally been vegan. It's hard to, break through that. Like, Thanksgiving's a tradition. Like, why don't you just eat meat on Thanksgiving? Some people ask, like why? Why would I support, murder, rape, torture one day a year? That makes no sense. So, yeah, so what do you do on Thanksgiving? There's plenty of plant-based foods you can eat on Thanksgiving. In fact, not everything on the Thanksgiving Day traditional plate is meat anyway. There's a lot, like cranberry and potatoes and stuff like that. So anyway, let's get back to the questions here. Yeah, Tracy, Whole Foods plants are generally not expensive. It's the processed stuff, the stuff where there's a brand name on it that costs more. But yeah, eating whole food plants, usually pretty cheap. Yeah, sure, there's obvious things that are expensive, like say Brazil nuts or anything like that. But I don't think you're in a constructed diet out of Brazil nuts or something like that. Paul Elliott, yeah, culture and guys think it makes them look weak. Well, that's starting to change, as I'm going to the gym now. Because if you hang out with runners, I think they kind of intuitively know that plant-based is good because it makes you thin and lean. But I'm playing basketball with guys who want to be strong and stuff, and they know too that plant-based diets are are a viable alternative to be lean but strong at the same time. I think part of that awareness being raised is because there's so many elite vegan athletes now. I can just point, hey, look at Kyrie Irving. You think you can play better than him? You think you can play better than JaVale McGee on the Lakers or what have you? Lillard on the Trailblazers. You think you're better than that? Those guys are fast, they're quick, they're strong. So I think that's changing. I think that's changing people's opinions. People that normally wouldn't even think about a vegan diet or now when they see me talking about it, they see me at age 51 out there doing what I can do, playing as well as I can at 51. I think it makes them raise their eyebrows. So like, wow, okay, Kyrie can do it at his young age, but Ryan's pulling off at 51, still doing all this stuff. So, I like to be part of the example there. How do I get motivation to go to the gym? Olivia, great question. I'm be totally dead serious with you. I don't need motivation to exercise. I mean, I exercise as much as my body kind of allows, making sure I have recovery time in between. So you only really need to go maybe a couple times a week, be at the gym or go running or riding a bike. Because assuming you're exercising intensely enough, you need time to recover in between. So if you're doing resistance training, lifting weights, your muscles need time to recover. That's how you get stronger. If you're going hard on the bike or running, you need some time to recover, or else you're just kind of running on fatigued legs. So for me, I want to do that stuff. I want to, you just got to make the time for it. Just try to work in your schedule. And maybe that's the hard part, being busy. I'm kind of lucky kind of working for myself. I can kind of like shift responsibilities around. If I go to the gym in the morning, that means I'll be working more into the evening or what have you. I'm not sure you have that kind of flexibility, but for me, I'm motivated. I do as much as my body will allow, which really means about 5 to 6 hours a week total, because I need to recover. So anyway, but yeah, my best tip is just do something that you want to do. If you feel like you're not motivated to exercise or go to the gym, it means you're doing something you probably dislike, right? Because I'm telling you right now, I would never be motivated to go to the gym and run on a treadmill and stationary bike for an hour or two at a time. That's just, torture. I mean, that's what, like stationary running machines or treadmills are invented for. It's like a punishment device. So you just find something you like. If you want to run outside. If you like lifting weights, lift weights. If you don't like lifting weights, then don't lift weights. Just find whatever naturally motivates you. If you want to be a gymnast, do that. If you want to swim, do that. Whatever you as an individual like to do, something that you would get paid to do if you could. Who would get paid to run on a treadmill though? But again, I'm not dissing treadmills. They do have their place, especially if it's wintertime and there's no other way for you to get out there, but I'm just saying, just find what you would just want to do anyway. There's no one sport to cover all humans. Let's see. River, you got to try some of these vegan cheeses. Maybe you're just trying stuff like Daya, but have you had stuff like Miyoko's cheese? I mean, that's the best cheese I've ever had, hands down, even back before I was vegan. This stuff is the shiznit, Miyoko's cheese. Also, Follow Your Heart, or is it Field Rose? They make a good vegan cheese as well. Check out some of those. Vegan cheese has come a long way in the past, like say, year or so, 2 years. I remember when I was trying vegan cheeses out, like in the 90s, they sucked. They tasted horrible. They wouldn't melt. Daya came along in the early 2000s. I was a step up. It melted, but still like just too oily or processed for me. But check them out. There's some really good cheeses out there to try out, particularly Miyoko's and Follow Your Heart. But yeah, Miyoko's can be really hard to find. They're making it as quickly as they can. Yeah, Miyoko's mozzarella in your refrigerator. You guys know what I'm talking about. And Miyoko's makes a really good butter too, if you can find that. I think Trader Joe's has it now in all their stores, which we used when we make our for this time of year. We're gonna make some mashed potatoes for the holidays, stuff like that. Why are the vegan kids drinking turpentine? What the hell are you talking about? Is it because that one guy who I don't want to mention, the former vegan who's drinking turpentine? Anyway, I don't want to go down that road there. Um, the diet has changed their ingredients. Cool. I hope they made it a little healthier and a little tastier. Um, oh, chow cheese. Yeah, how can I forget about chow cheese? Thank you so much there, welding guy. Cool name. But yeah, chow makes a great cheese as well. Yeah, yeah. There you go. Chow, Miyoko's, Follow Your Heart. Just try those three out. Amongst those three, you should be able to find some vegan. Amongst those three brands, you should find some individual cheeses that they make that you should like. Seriously. Treeline. Never heard of them, Angry Vegan. Thanks for sharing that with us here. Appreciate that. Um, let's see. Am I familiar with treating heartburn with a vegan diet? Just a little tiny bit there, Molly, because Angie sometimes would get like this. Yeah, I tell you, everyone has different digestive issues and conditions that they bring to the table, and her mom has what's that called? GERDs or Crohn's disease. It's a digestive issue, and sometimes Angie will get a flare up like that when she has too many acidic foods, like say kombucha, wine. Maybe even eating on top of that a bunch of tomatoes too, or something like that. So I would try to watch those kind of acidic foods and just eat more like just like simple stuff. Rice, potatoes, beans, bananas, stuff like that, and see if that clears it up. But yeah, definitely back off like coffee, kombucha. Um, and alcohol, particularly wine, if you're experiencing something like that, just see how it goes. I'm not saying that's the cure. Again, I'm not a medical doctor, but I'll just have that be something you try and see what happens. Back off them for several days, not just for a day, but try it for at least like 3 to 5 days. See what happens. Is fasting even helpful on a vegan diet? Depends on who you ask. I personally, since I have no diseases I'm in need of curing or healing or anything like that, I personally see no need to fast. People say sometimes they're doing it to cleanse or detoxify. I'm eating clean food, unless I go out to too many vegan festivals and restaurants. But other than that, I'm eating clean food, so I'm not trying to detox. So depends on who you're talking to and what your personal health situation is. Are you trying to heal or cure something? In that case, perhaps fasting might be something you could try. But before that, I wouldn't exhaust just trying to eat as cleanly vegan as long as you can and see if that does it for you, because that might be all you need to do. And why go down the road of putting yourself through fasting, which is not the easiest thing to do. Yeah, Clyde brings a good point there. Treadmills have some positive. I'm not saying they're all bad. Yeah, they can help you build your body up for outdoor running. Outdoor running, which is more pounding on pavement. Treadmills have some flex and bounce. So yeah, they're not all bad. Like I said, yeah, they're good for when the weather completely sucks too. I've run on them a few times, but I can't say I've never had a spiritual moment running on a treadmill, and I've had many spiritual moments while running outdoors. Let's see. You're doing great, Gil. You're helping out. I see you answer a lot of people's questions. So thanks so much. Same with Tracy and same with John. You guys have me more than covered here. I haven't had to like block or ban anyone and hell a long time today. So thanks so much, guys. Again, I want to point out too, if you guys have stuff to do today, I know it's Saturday, you have commitments or you want to go watch a game or going somewhere, feel free to leave. You don't feel obligated to hang out here your Saturday night. I'm not sure how much longer I'll be on. I'm going on an hour and 48 minutes, so I shouldn't be on too long. I was actually hoping to do some research for a video today, so we'll see how that goes. You like watching me? That's cool too. That's totally fine. But maybe this is my video for the day. Maybe I'll leave this one up. Usually I don't leave these live streams up all that long. So I don't want our channel to have, too many live streams, like our regular, well-produced videos to dominate our channel. But I may leave this one up. This has been a pretty chill, cool experience here. You guys have been moderating really well, and I'm glad you're honored to be here, John. I'm honored that you're honored to help out here. It really means a lot that you want to help us out here. So thank you. Is what I'm trying to say. Uh, let's see, Gil. Let's see. You're healing your GERD, which is a kind of acid reflux thing, with a raw diet, mostly fruits, licorice root powder, and marshmallow root powder helping you. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, Angie, when she initially went raw too, her whole anything relating to GERD or Crohn's disease just went away. Eczema went away too. That was something she had. Had been using hand medication for years, and it kind of left her hands really dried to this day. Since going whole food, vegan, raw was good, but what we're doing now works out too. She never has eczema flare-ups anymore. That's why I tell people, before you go down the road of trying some unpleasant fast, that's what's going to make your life miserable, make going to work really challenging. Try to eat as cleanly as you possibly can. Because when you're fasting, you're not putting in a bunch of dirty stuff anyway. So just try not to put dirty stuff in when you're eating your plants. Eat whole food plants, avoid processed foods as much as possible. Louis, would I eat meat for $1 billion? That's a crazy question. I mean, no. I mean, if I could somehow do it and give the money away to charities, cool. But then that mean I'd have to eat that crap. So no. I wish I could take the money and give it away and not have to eat the crap. But then, who would offer me that, huh? Anyway, let's see. Shoo, yeah, you pointed out this is true. I don't want to be a stickler on what the definition of vegan is, but if you eat cheese, you're a vegetarian, because a vegan, doesn't eat cheese. You can eat vegan cheese, and I pointed out 3 great brands for you guys to try there: Follow Your Heart, Chow, and Miyoko's. But yeah, as far as eating cheese from an animal, that's not vegan. If that's your conscious choice, that you're a vegetarian then. Again, I'm not saying vegetarians are bad people. I'm just going by how these words are defined, not by me, but if you look up these words, they have precise definitions. So yeah, shouldn't really say you're vegan if you're eating cheese. Again, I'm not being some kind of hard ass. I'm just being honest about how these words are used in the English language. Let's see. The Mad King George asks, do I ever crave meat? No, absolutely not. Why would I want to crave a product of death? Why, what is attractive? What is craving about death? When you see a human die, do you want to eat them? When an animal dies, you want to eat them? Especially in the case of animals, how they're treated prior to death, and pretty miserable conditions their entire life. So why would I crave that? It's not delicious. I mean, if I wanted to eat meat, I can go out and get a Beyond Burger, an Impossible Burger, which for all practical purposes looks like meat, tastes like meat, has the same macronutrient profile as meat, but has no cholesterol, has as much protein, if not more protein, than red meat. So I can always go eat that if I really crave meat, which I never do. So I know some non-vegans have trouble imagining that, but it's true. Why would I want to eat the product of death? Why do I want to eat dead animals for? It's gross. Once you understand how it all works, and once you lose your taste for that grossness, it's gross. It's repulsive. It's nothing attractive. It's not like vegans are using willpower every day. I got to get through and avoid the meat. No, it's not like that at all. It's gross. If I walk past a restaurant or a neighbor's cooking meat and I smell it, it's gross. It's not attractive in any way. It's the grossest thing you can imagine. It's if you're smelling death, it's not attractive. Yeah, see, it's depressing, says CC. Yeah, meat clouds. That's what they're called. You walk through a meat cloud. It's the opposite of attractive, It's the opposite of attractive. Seeing some great vegan tacos or something, that's attractive. Seeing Angie's Kitchery, that's attractive. Walking through a meat cloud, gross. It's for me like walking through a cigarette cloud. Just both are just ugh, I can't stand them. Want some fresh air. Let's see, Gerson therapy. Don't know anything about it, Skycross. Angie, she's in the next room editing our vlog, which you'll see in a day or two. It's a whole day of us working, eating, cooking, how we live our lives in a day, basically as vegans, as happy, healthy vegans. So check that out. It should be out either tomorrow or Monday. I do some basketball at the gym, a little bit, some weightlifting, um, get some mail from the PO box. You just can see all the weird stuff that are what we do in a day. A lot of people wonder what our lives are like. Watch that vlog. It'll be out, like I said, a day or two. Let's see. What else you guys asking here? Let's see. What else you guys talking about? Okay, I'm glad I'm seeing some more chat here about others agree with my position on the smell of meat makes you sick, says the welding guy. Um, Slow running, yeah, talking about slow running here, Trinitive guy, I can't pronounce your name there. Yeah, slow running is actually really good. It's actually the best way to build up your aerobic fitness as opposed to anaerobic, which is from faster work. Yeah, slow running is awesome. In fact, if you're kind of new to running, not that experienced with running, I recommend not even worrying about fast running. Get yourself a heart rate monitor. Try to figure out what your zones are. You want to be in something called zone two. And if you don't have that, it's just it's a pace where you can speak and breathe. You're not huffing and puffing. And the more you do that, you'll build up your ligaments, tendons, joints, all that stuff. That takes a lot of time. They take longer to build up than say muscle does. It takes months, many months to build those up for the rigors of faster running. And yeah, there's a lot of benefits to slow running. It's not some kind of wimp thing. And the more slow running you do, the fitter you'll be. So when you start working on fast running, if that is a goal of yours, you can run faster at a lesser effort. Okay, so anyway, yeah, John's conscious life. Yeah, when I was doing 50 miles a week too, I would say I was doing maybe 40 to 45 of it at a pretty slow pace too. Yeah, just a little bit of tempo runs, a little bit of sprints. And you don't even have to do that. If you just want to run a marathon or something like that, if you just do like, 40 to 50 miles a week at a slow pace and get a couple long runs in, or at least one long run in a week. I shouldn't say a couple. You should be fine. You don't never. Most runners will never even have to do anything beyond a zone two pace. You don't have to, but it's good to mix it up though. It's good to like give your body something new. But so you don't have to. You don't have to do fast running. It's not necessary. Okay, that's what Gerson is. Towards focus on juicing. I don't know anything about the Gerson. I think I've heard of it, but yeah, I don't know much about it. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, slow running is aerobic, as Trinitafilin got your name so butchered. Yeah, it's aerobic, which means you are burning fat. A lot of people say, well, I'm in keto, I'm burning fat, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, it's the only way to do it. I only eat high fat food and I burn fat as my fuel. Like, no, you don't have to do it that way. The way you train has a huge impact on what you're burning too. If you're running fast all the time, yeah, you're burning through your glycogen stores. However, if you're running at what we're calling this slower zone two pace, you're burning through fat. You're not, I mean, you are burning carbohydrate too, but you're really pulling into your fat reserves. So if that's a primary goal for you as a runner or cyclist, more reason to train at a slower, non-sprinting kind of pace. That's what's gonna, even though it seems like you're working harder when you're going faster, you're burning your glycogen stores, not your fat stores. So yeah, you don't have to be in keto to burn fat. You could just train slowly. Yeah, a lot of the low carbers that totally miss that fact. You think I've heard them say the only way to burn fat as a fuel is to be in ketosis. Like, no, just train slowly. Be a vegan, high carb vegan, but train at a slow pace. Why do I think so many people are so against going vegan? Because it challenges so many things about their socialization, their culturalization, like tradition, like we said, like, meals are based on certain food groups. And if you tinker with that, you're going to cause anxiety in people. Like, how are you going to do Thanksgiving? Food is, it's like religion. It's like politics. It's really primal, almost fundamental. It's hard. It's kind of like stuff that's kind of sensitive to talk about amongst family and stuff like that. So, I mean, I'm making an exaggeration, but you kind of see what I'm getting at. It's a really sensitive thing. It's really just it's like this fundamental part of the, of how you live. And it challenges, like I said, everything you've been taught. You've heard this. Oh, you got to eat death. Needs to happen for the circle of life, blah, blah, blah. Death begets life. No, you don't have to kill anything. You can just eat plants and not kill any animals. You don't have to kill the plants to eat food. So, it challenges people's worldviews, which is really causes a lot of anxiety in people. And I don't blame people. Worldview worldviews being challenged are, it's rough to handle. Let's see. Uh, let's see. Yeah, Trinito. I messed your name up. Yeah, Maffetone. Yeah, people into running. Look, Google his name. You'll find the way to get like your heart rate. And yeah, he has a method for running that really forces you to slow down and use fat as a fuel. Unfortunately for Maffetone, he goes way too far. He's low carb, anti-eating, carb foods. He takes it way too far. It's like, no, you have it right with the training, but the diet, you can still eat high carb and be burning fat as a fuel if you slow down. Anyway, let's get back to the chat questions here. Um, hey, Kay, have you been on for a while? I haven't seen you for a bit. You always like to ask the odd questions. Fave song. Let's see. I don't think I have a fave song right now. I don't know. I don't think I have a fave song at the moment. I think Angie's real excited. Her favorite band, Shy Girl. Or is it Shy Girls? I think it's Shy Girl. It's a guy named Dan from Portland. Anyway, he just released a new song, I think just today. So she's stoked on that. William, great question. Any advice on how to get off of coffee? It's very addictive and you're dependent on it. Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you a little quick story here. When I realized this was a long time ago. It was like maybe in my early mid-20s. And I realized I was addicted to caffeine. I went camping. The same island, the same place we show in our vlog that we go to every October, the backside of Catalina Island at Little Harbor. Anyway, I was there, and if you see our vlogs, you'll see there's no stores. You have to bring in what you are going to consume. And I didn't bring in any soda. And I realized the next morning after I woke up, it's like, I got to get some soda. I'm addicted. I'm trying to find other campers. Like, God, can I go? Think he would, if I offered him like $5, would he give me that can of 7-Up or Coke or whatever? Anyway, long story short, once I realized that I was addicted to it, I was like going, God, I didn't realize I was addicted and I didn't want any part of that. So I was there for like almost a week. And by the time that was over, I wasn't addicted anymore. And I made a point not to start back up once I got back into civilization. And here we are like several decades later. So I guess something like that. You just have to make the decision to not do it anymore. And it's hard when you are in civilization and you can go to any coffee shop, Starbucks, McDonald's, whatever, and get coffee. So you have to show some willpower and just tell yourself you're not going to do it because you want to quit, or go on a camping trip like I did and don't bring anything. So that's it. That's my little story there. But there's nothing bad about it, I guess. I mean, Angie drinks coffee every day, and she's fine. She doesn't drink that much. She's not like the people that have a little bit in the morning, a little bit in the afternoon, and a little bit in the late afternoon. She just has a little bit in the morning, and that's it. I think, and she doesn't drink that much. I think she just likes it for the flavor and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm just saying, yeah, we're different. She drinks it. She's fine. I don't have it ever, and I'm fine too. My favorite Pink Floyd album, John's Conscious Life. It's Wish You Were Here, followed by Dark Side of the Moon. I think Wish You Were Here is actually even better. It's an album they made right after Dark Side of the Moon, and it just recorded even better. Just want to swim in that just beautiful bed of sound they made. And I think Dave's guitar playing's even better, and I like the songs even better too. So yeah, Wish You Were Here, followed by Dark Side of the Moon. Let's see. I know what you're saying there. If you're a programmer or a scientist, coffee isn't much. In a past life of mine, I was a programmer of sorts, a front-end web developer. And strangely enough, just yesterday, I was back doing some coding to our website for our band, lovespirals.com. As I mentioned, our new album coming out Friday, November 2nd. Pre-order it on Bandcamp. We give the URL for that. But I was doing some coding for on lovespirals.com, tweaking the website, getting it updated for new album stuff. And I know what you mean, John. Or no, who's asking that? That wasn't John. It was the name I can't pronounce. But yes, I felt my brain power is getting sapped, and I realized, hey, this is one reason why I didn't want to be a professional computer coder anymore. It's just really taxing mentally. And yeah, you want to try to find something to help pick you up, like, chemical wise, if hopefully not doing like speed or anything, but like Coke, what am I saying? Coffee. So yeah, coffee. Yeah, I see tons of programmer friends addicted to that stuff because it's kind of necessary brain fuel. So yeah, I know I can relate. I have sympathy for people who use their minds in that way, who need that extra power to power through their jobs. Let's see. Are Angie and I into Halloween? What's our favorite movie? Great question. We would like to watch this movie like every other year. I think it came out in like 2013, so we watch it like every other year. It's called Only Lovers Left Alive. Only Lovers Left Alive. It's made by the pretty famous underground movie director, Jim Jarmusch. Tom Hiddleston, you guys probably know him from some mainstream movies. Tilda Swinton, are the main stars. It's not necessarily a Halloween movie, but it's about some vampires. That you just got to watch it. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I say it's in my top like 10 or top 20 favorite movies of all time. Just gorgeous. It's shot so cinematically, so beautifully, and it's got just some awesome music in there. It's and the acting is just off the chart. And I think one reason why I like it is I kind of relate to the main characters. I think if you watch it, guys, you'll see what I mean too. It's like it's just frustrated with the stupidity of the world out there, how they're destroying themselves, like how we're killing ourselves right now, polluting our environment, and the frustrations they have, and trying to find beauty and love and the chaos of that's created by a world that's completely out of touch and bent on killing itself. So check it out. Only Lovers Left Alive. And yeah, that's all I got to say about it. Awesome movie. Only Lovers Left Alive. It's an alliteration. I think it's based on a Shakespeare quote too. Let's see. When was the last time I got sick? Do I find as a vegan I get less colds and flus? Yes, Travis, 100%. Yeah, before going vegan, yeah, I would get sick multiple times a year. Now, it's pretty rare. If I get sick once in a year, that's rare. And I did get sick this year. I got sick in March after going to the Natural Products Expo. In fact, a lot of my friends there got sick. We were out in the rain, walking around at night and eating and sampling all kinds of food. So I can see how that happened. But prior to that cold I got in March, I can't remember the last time I got sick. It was probably 3-4 years ago, maybe. Sometimes I get these little tiny things where I think I'm getting sick, but so I'll start resting and it goes away the next day. But that one I was sick for like 3 weeks. It sucked. But yeah, before I went vegan, I would get sick like every summer, the beginning of every summer, like June, I'd get sick. I don't know why. That doesn't happen anymore. But yeah, I don't know what's going on, but yeah, I've noticed a definite improvement for sure. 3 years ago for Practical Pisces. And thanks for QAnon there for a super chat tip. I haven't had one for about half an hour or so. And yeah, look on our Twitter, Happy Healthy Vegan or at Ryan Lum, and you will see a shout out to you for that tip there. So QAnon, yeah, I remember you before. I remember that name. Do I take omega-3 supplements? If so, what kind? No, I don't take any supplements per se. I try to eat lots of nuts and seeds. Sometimes I'll have a protein powder that's been supplemented with, say, like ground flax seeds. I was taking one by what was their name? Oh man, I wasn't sponsored, so I feel no obligation, but I was trying to share it with you. Nativa, I think it was. That one was a hemp powder that they gave me. But let me show you this milk I've been digging lately. If I can find it here. Oh well. Oh yeah, Karma flaxseed milk. It's called Good Karma, and it's a milk made out of flax seeds. So look for that because it's got like 100 or 200% of your RDA of omega-3 or something like that. Or maybe I drink a whole bunch of them. But sometimes I'll see there's stuff at vegan events, and I'll just drink like 3 or 4, and. But yeah, it's a good source right there. Flax seeds, hemp seeds, stuff like that. But yeah, no supplements. I really don't like supplements. I really think you can get your nutrition from your food if you can, except for B12, which really doesn't come from food. It's a soil microorganism, and that's why I take that as a supplement. And Kate, thanks again for the super chat tip there. What do I give out for Halloween? I'm going to share a little secret with you guys here. I'm kind of antisocial, especially when it comes to Halloween, so nothing. I don't give out anything. I got to admit, though, too, our neighborhood here where we live at, our block, isn't really that popular for trick-or-treaters. I mean, you might not get like even half a dozen or so trick-or-treater groups come by. Maybe it's because we turn the lights off and leave or something like that. So yeah, I don't give anything out for Halloween. So um am I a bad person for not participating in Halloween? I don't know. So thought I'd tell you guys that. Anyway, oh, thanks, Hadessa, too, for your super chat tip. Both of you guys, look on Twitter at Ryan Lum or Happy Healthy Vegan. You'll see a shout out for you guys or for your tips. Your whole family, four of us, love our show. Thank you so much, Hadessa. I see you all the time on here. Thanks. Just showing your support. Much love for me and Angie. Thank you so much, Hadessa. Appreciate it. Thanks so much. Yeah, it's just great to hear that, guys. Not to, I need a stroke to my ego or anything like that, but it's just good to hear that, especially when we hear it in person. So if you're ever out here, Odessa, you got to go to one of our meetups, which are usually at like Vegan Fest. Like last weekend at SoCal Veg Fest, so many people told us how we were helpful in them becoming vegan. I didn't want to say we made them go vegan because I know there are many other factors. I'm just glad we could be part of that. And we like just showing you guys how fun, how easy and normal and not weird being vegan is. You know, it's really nothing strange, just regular life, you know, once you get a few systems in place. So thanks so much. If that's what we're helping you guys see, as well as debunking all these anti-vegan idiots, cool. I feel like we're doing our work. Despite what that Blue Run guy was saying like an hour ago about us. So what else, you guys? Cool. I helped all four guys go vegan. Thanks, Odessa. I appreciate that. You know, that means a lot. You know, Blue Ren was coming on earlier saying that the only people promoting veganism are doing it to like, you know, for their profit or something like that. It's like, dude, I was making way more money before we started our whole YouTube, Instagram vegan thing. You know, I mean, I'm doing this because I think it's the right thing for me to be doing right now at this point in my life is sharing my experience and how I've gone vegan, how it's affected me, and as well as debunking all these idiots using my background in philosophy and logic and reasoning, and just showing people again how veganism is a win, and we really need to get it together quickly, not only for our health but for the health of the planet, and needlessly, you know, stop killing all these billions of animals every year. So that's why I'm doing it, you know. And I meet all you cool people too, you know. Seriously, I you know, my social life is like on fire. You know, I need to chill out a little bit. I've never been more social now than ever before. You know, people say going vegan is isolated and lonely. It's like, are you kidding? Once you're vegan, you're almost kind of part of a loose club of sorts. You know, you start meeting more and more vegans, and vegans are doing all sorts of things, vegan events, just hanging out. It's crazy. Vegan gains made you go vegan. See, a lot of people say he turns off so many people from going vegan. Well, those people probably weren't going to go vegan anyway. And if they need a different kind of channel, they can come to us or, you know, a different vegan channel, Mike the Vegan or Goji Man or what have you. You know, they don't have to. Vegan Gains is not the only channel. But yeah, Richard does great work too. He reaches out to a lot of people, gets more views than we do, and, you know, attracts maybe a more that's what the word I'm looking for. Radical demographic, which is cool. It takes all kinds, right? Let's see. Are plantain chips with palm oil healthy? I really don't know. I really don't eat that many plantain chips, to be honest with you. And palm oil is a whole nother like rabbit hole we can go down to, which we have made some videos about in the past about palm oil. So yeah, I'd say if you don't have to eat the plantain chips, I'd rather just eat whole plantains, which we made last night, by the way. I don't know if Angie put the Instagram up yet, but that's what we had last night. Plantains. And, guys, is that a Keep It Carb Baby or not? You guys tell me. I always forget if that one's in it or not. Anyway, what else you guys asking about here? Again, thanks for your super chat tip there, QAnon. Heavy Metal Blade made you go vegan. God, I've never heard of that. Is that a YouTube channel, Vegan Metalhead? It would make sense. Yeah, those annoying vegans. Yeah, they have a great channel too. Kind of like sort of like what Angie and I do. Couple, you know, a married vegan couple. And they try to keep things on the positive tip, you know, avoiding drama and such. Vegan Zombie, yes. Give a shout out to Chris there. Vegan Zombie. He's made tons of people go vegan too. Yeah, he's one of the nicest guys you'll meet. All these guys are. Those annoying vegans are super nice. Zombies, super nice. Let's see. Dr. McDougall and Dr. Greger made you vegan. Yeah. Yeah, everyone has their place. See how different it is? See how different like Vegan Gains is compared to like Dr. McDougall and Dr. Greger, compared to Vegan Zombie, compared to those annoying vegans. I mean, everyone has their place, and sharing with the world their experience and knowledge about life, about veganism. So it's great. We need everyone. Harley is nice as vegan. Yeah, okay. What's your name there? Okay, X? Anyway, what the hell? Yeah, we need the filmmakers too. Kip and Keegan. We need them making what the hell. And if people are more concerned about the environment, you got their movie Cowspiracy too. So yeah, there's a good duo of movie makers and duo of movies there. What the health and Cowspiracy. Yeah, we need it all there. Cool. You guys are awesome. Brian Turner. Yeah, let's get some props out there to Brian Turner, Guild Films. Yeah, Brian. Yeah, he's another one of the other guys. You know, he looks all big and tough looking. You know, he's all muscular. And you meet him, and again, he's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. He's just such a nice person. You know, as I'm saying about vegans, there's some bad apples out there. I'm not gonna like call anyone out, but you know, for the most part, vegans are a pretty friendly, nice bunch. But yeah, there's always exceptions. But yeah, veganism is cool.
Wow, my phone is like going off. You're getting a bunch of super chats.
Oh yeah, the welding guy. Yeah, just right here.
I just see it's like boom, boom.
Did I miss a
like,
couple here? Let me see if I missed anyone else
9
here.
minutes ago, 8 minutes ago, 6 minutes ago.
Welding guy.
1 minute ago.
Well, that's probably welding guy. He said, "What the health made him go vegan?"
Awesome.
See that movie. Their movies are awesome. Cowspiracy and What the Health. And again, check Twitter, welding guy. You'll see a shout out on our Twitter, Happy Healthy Vegan, or at Ryan Love. Angie's getting all the notifications right now, saying her phone is blowing up from all the super chat notifications.
Awesome.
Yeah, which is awesome. Yeah, thanks guys. Yeah, we've been making fewer videos for the past month basically.
So
October's super busy for us. That's when we go camping on the island, the desert island, no internet, no nothing. And as I've been telling you guys, our album, we've been working hard at getting our album up for release. It'll be out November 2nd, which is Friday. And I've been pasting the Bandcamp URL if you want to pre-order it. So yeah, we've been making fewer videos this month. It's not like our activism is stopped or anything like that. There's only 2 of us. And
we just did Veg Fest.
Yeah, we just did Veg Fest last weekend.
2 days.
We couldn't make videos there, so we need more of us. We need to divide into like sub Ryan and main Ryan and all that, you know?
I wish. So yeah, I just wanted to let you and them know that I'm almost done with like a 15-minute vlog.
That's what they're asking. Where's Angie? I said, right over in the other room, editing our vlog of what we did in a day between.
Dude, we did so much.
We did so much. And watching, like, God, we're so busy. So you guys always wonder, like, how do you guys work? What do you do? You'll see when you watch our vlog. Yeah.
Going crazy in our house.
Yeah, basically doing a lot of stuff around there. Oh, there's Tracy from Vegas. Remember they're from Tucson? You met him out in the food court, I think. A couple from Tucson.
Yeah, I saw him a couple times.
Yeah. I made her a moderator.
Wow. Yeah. Awesome. Sweet. Yeah, so a lot of stuff's happening in the vlog. I'm trying to like, it was like 25 minutes. I'm like trying to, I think it'll be about 15 minutes.
Okay.
I'm just making the dinner now in the
I'm
vlog.
Sure there's some squirrels in there.
There is. I had to cut some copious squirrel footage out, but oh my God.
No, John, I haven't seen Keenan's new doc. Running for Good. No, is it?
What?
Is it out yet, or is it just a trailer? Yeah, anything that guy makes, I'm definitely going to check out for sure. All right, here's someone to go away. Someone that professes how they like to eat dead animals.
I mean, why?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, like I said, if you want to come to our channel and you're not vegan, you're here to learn, just to see what people are talking about. Great. That's awesome. You know, just be cool. Don't come out and say, I like to eat cooked dead animals and eat them. Look how manly I am. I'm so funny.
He's probably like an 8-year-old.
It probably is. He's probably like, look how manly I am. I eat the dead animals. Okay, anyway.
You had it streaming free on Vimeo for a few days?
Oh, is it John? Is it no longer streaming free on Vimeo anymore? Because I definitely want to check it out. If it's so, I'll watch it tonight because, yeah, I want to see what he's doing. Oh, here, Francisco says, Angie, you are a role model for my aunt. She talks a lot about your music.
That's awesome.
Oh, Ryan has range. You like my high and low
voice. Totally. I am so manly.
Rich Roll podcast. Yeah, I don't listen to every episode, Josh, but I was just listening to that one about who was that African American runner he had on a few weeks ago? He trained with Mo Farah. Forgot his name, but yeah, that was the last one. Running as an Act of Rebellion, I think was the title. Yeah, I listened to that one. It's no longer up, John. Oh, bummer.
Oh, man.
How come no one told me? Man, we snooze, we lose. Yeah, I figured you meant our music, Francisco. That's
yeah. Oh, goodness, I'm tired.
Let's see. Anyone else have anything here for Angie?
Did you tell him, speaking of podcasts, so I said I wanted to revive to the Chillin' with Love Spirals podcast?
Yeah, we used to do it before Happy Healthy Vegan. We used to do this band podcast, Chillin' with Love Spirals.
Dude, we started in 2005.
It was like charting.
We were
charting iTunes
the
podcast.
leading edge of podcasting.
So we haven't done one in years. So we're gonna make one again, and we'll let you know when it's up. We'll put it up on probably our Love Spirals official YouTube channel. So make sure.
Babe, I can tell you when the last time you and I did a podcast.
When was it?
When our last album came out in 2010.
That was 2009. Did we do the podcast in 2010?
Well, it was either 2009 or 2010.
All right, so it's going to resurface again 9 years later, Chilling from Love Spirals. So again, follow us, Love Spirals Official on YouTube. And
you think we'll do it video style?
Yeah, totally.
I want to put up on our Mixcloud too. So if you want to hear,
if you're hardcore,
some old
podcasts
of the two of us, and also like Ryan's one like mix set he did when he was a drum and bass DJ. Go to mixcloud.com/lovespirals. Mixcloud.com/lovespirals. Yeah, so you can check out Chillin' with Love Spirals.
That's for some curiosity. If you want to keep up what we're doing, though, Love Spirals Official on YouTube.
Yeah, that's the best.
And on Instagram, that's Love Spirals Official as well, right? Love Spirals Official.
Oh, yeah. Tracy got one of the albums. She's like one of the very first human beings to hear our album. It's so awesome.
Yeah, Tracy. You're still one of the few.
Super fan.
Because it's still in pre-order.
It is.
Oh, Kate, a super chat tip again there. Thank you so much, Kate. Love seeing you too. Chris Hedges said he is vegan to save the world for his kids promoting his book, America, the Farewell Tour on the Jimmy Dore. You know about this?
No, I mean, what? It's a great reason to go vegan.
Yeah, especially
to preserve the planet for your children.
Especially as I made that video, the UN saying in 12 years, if we don't curb our greenhouse gas output, the world's going to be screwed. Not only for us as adults, but you guys as children. So, I mean, I'm fighting not only for the planet and the animals, but for the future generations who are going to have to live through this. So cool. I'm just glad. Thanks for sharing that, Kate. Chris Hedges, yeah. Cool. I'm with him 100% on that mission.
Anything else fun happened while I was slaving away?
No. I wonder if it's time for us to start thinking about making chili or kitchery.
I know. I'm sorry. I haven't started the
chili. No, we're working.
I'm getting good work done.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to disturb you there. No, that's a lot of footage to edit through there.
Oh my gosh. And did you tell him I still have like at least an hour's worth of footage to go through of our camping vlog?
Yeah, Angie's backed up on video editing.
I'm so backlogged. And I have a eating vegan in Long Beach video, which is, I think it's like a half hour right now. I got to, zip that.
Oh, Kate added, Chris Hedges used to work for the New York Times.
Oh, that's why the name sounds familiar.
And he went to Harvard for divinity. He's really cool. Cool. Thanks for sharing that. And I will Google him when this chat is over.
Someone's eating kitchery tonight.
Yeah, someone's making kitchery. I said, I'm going to make it. I said, no, Angie's going to make chili, I think she said.
I'm with Tracy, though. I think chili sounds good. And I'm pretty sure I still have some fresh ingredients. Did you tell him how we didn't get to go to farmer's market? So we're kind of sad all week.
Yeah, you'll see that in our vlog too. Since we couldn't go to farmer's market last Sunday because we were meeting nice people like Tracy at SoCal Veg Fest Saturday and Sunday. We couldn't go to our Sunday farmer's market, so we're kind of scrambling. Like, ooh, we can make this dish, but we're out of that, or we can make this other dish, but we're out of this. So we had to scramble. So you'll see how we dealt with that in the vlog when it comes out. Probably Monday. I'm assuming it'll be out Monday. What is kitchery? It's a simple vegan or a simple Indian dish.
Yeah, not necessarily vegan, but it's always plant-based.
Yeah, it's typically made with basmati rice and mung bean at the core. Then you put in any veggies of your choice, some kind of green we like. It would be sometimes kale, often cabbage. Put in celery, carrots.
Cauliflower.
Yeah, cauliflower is a common one too. Did I play college basketball? No, I was never really in any organized sports. However, I did meet at SoCal Veg Fest last weekend. the guy who runs out here in Southern California, the Asian Basketball Network.
Wow. But you're too tall, you said.
Yeah, he said he'll make an exception for me. I said, because I'm old. I'm 50. That should give me a little leeway for being over 6'3" or something like that. So I might play an organized league in the future. I don't think I have time this year because I'm working on something else in my training. I'll maybe in the spring. But no, I didn't play any college sports.
I'll tell you what this guy's doing in college. Starting a goth band.
Yeah, I was working on my music back then. So no, I didn't play any college sports. I really wasn't that athletic in college. I was pursuing my music passions like I am now, but I wasn't thinking about moving my body around.
You were thinking about drinking
beer and playing and listening to music. Yeah. Oh, Tracy says, we all want your kale chips recipe in the next cookbook. I was talking about
chips sounds so good.
People are asking me my favorite kale chips. I said, I can't lie. It's yours. I've tried dozens and yours are the best.
Thank you, babe.
They are. And yeah,
I know what you like.
We were at Farmer's Market last time and we were going to buy kale. I said, you're so busy. That's a pipe dream.
I know.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to make my cookies this week. No, not happening.
Okay. Favorite 90s boy band.
Boy band?
Favorite 90s boy band.
Oh, we used to like the Backstreet Boys.
I want it that way, bro. Want it
that way.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but heartache.
Don't want to hear you.
I'm so greasy, you guys. I haven't bathed all day.
Yeah, we've been working all day.
All right. I'm going to make chili, finish edit, and then maybe at some point relax. Bye, guys.
All right, guys. So I guess we'll do a rapid round of questions here. Then, yeah, I really should go. I've been here 2 hours and 24 minutes. I thought this was going to come on for like an hour or so, but you guys have been really cool. It's been a really fun group here. And again, I want to give some kudos to our moderators today, John and Tracy and Gil. So thanks so much. Gil, you've been good. I told you, I wasn't sure who you are. I knew who John and Tracy were. So yeah, you've done fine, and I'll leave you on as a moderator. You've done a splendid job of getting rid of trolls and responding to the sincere questions of people here. So yeah, they did really great, huh? Thanks. So anyway, let me take a couple more, like 5-minute rapid fire question, and then I should move on to the next phase of my day here. How to deal with handling raw meat at work? Ooh, vegan metalhead. I don't know what to say about that. Yikes. Yeah, that's a predicament for a vegan if you work in a business where you have to handle dead animal bits. I know this is easier said than done. My first intuition would be to try to change jobs. I know it's hard to, easy to say, hard to do, but yeah, be on the lookout. Any job, really, you're kind of always looking out for your next job. So just try to facilitate that, speed that up. Let's see. What else? Ever been to Chicago? Yes, Kate, I love Chicago. In fact, my band, prior to this one, Love Spirals Downwards, we played in Chicago several times at the very beautiful Vic Theater. Yeah, we've had some really fun experiences in Chicago. So before I was vegan, and I hear there's all these great vegan restaurants now. I have friends in Chicago. In fact, I just emailed one of my old Chicago friends just last night. So yeah, I want to come back to Chicago for sure. It's a wonderful city. Do late nights make us fat? I've done videos about that. I stay up relatively late. I mean, I usually go to bed around. I usually go to bed around 1 or 2, but I haven't since our camping trip. I've been going to bed more like 12 or 1. But no, I'm obviously not fat or overweight, and I'm not going to bed like before midnight or anything like that. So that's a myth. And I do eat a little bit at night too. Even after dinner, I'll have like some cereal, like, an hour or 2 before bed, and it doesn't really affect my weight or anything like that. And so I have energy the next day. So I have all that food in my body at night. So when I wake up in the morning and I want to go to the gym and spend like an hour or 2.5 hours there, I got my glycogen stores, my body are filled up. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend eating all that and being sedentary, I guess, have a very specific way that I live. It all works together is what I'm saying, the eating, the training. Let's see, what else? A travel video. Yes, we got to do some more traveling. I have some ideas, some local California travel videos that we might be able to pull off in the next couple of months, maybe. It's going to be tough with our new album coming out. Just adding a whole new level of work to our already busy kind of like, what we're doing here with Happy Healthy Vegan. Let's see. Yes, Tracy. Yeah, I really want Angie to get that Catalina camping trip vid edited, because to me, that's like my favorite part of the year. It's a lot of work to plan. When you're going on a trip and you can't drive your crap, you have to plan every last detail. If you forget it, you're screwed. Your food, your camping supplies. It takes a lot of effort, but it's so worth it when we're out there. It's where I just spiritually recharge. It's like my happiest place on earth. Really, it's really a very special thing. So I can't wait to see that vid. So I'm glad some of you guys are looking for it too. Can I play any Van Halen? I can play some Van Halen, yeah, particularly stuff off their first album, yeah, but probably not all that well. Like Ain't Talk About Love, stuff like that. I used to play Eruption, not that all that well, but I could pull it off back when I was younger. How to go vegan with the reluctance of your mom? Great question, Jay. Yeah, you're gonna have to. If your mom's not on board, you're unfortunately gonna have to do, or fortunately, do more of your own food preparing, cooking. So, yeah, get some books, get some recipe books. Dr. Greger's got some recipes. We got one here. Keep it carb, baby. I don't want to flash the book anymore. I don't want to feel like I'm pimping it too much. We have that on our website. Mike the Vegan's got a book too. Yeah, just learn how to make foods, and you have to learn how to make every recipe. Just have like a go-to morning recipe, a couple go-to afternoon eating recipes, and you're set. You don't need to really know more than maybe, at a minimum, like 4 or 5 recipes to really, make veganism work for you without, a mom, situation making food for you. You guys learn to be a little independent. Let's see. What else, guys? All right, cool. Have I noticed all these I quit being vegan videos lately? Yeah, I don't even know what to do about those videos, guys. You tell me. Let me get your answers here. Should I even respond to them? Because I made a policy. I don't want to mention that guy's name anymore, but I've always had a policy. I don't want to make videos about vegans. There's so many anti-vegans and non-vegans out there, but a very sort of minor, high profile, in July or so, vegan, stop being vegan. And I made a response about it. And I felt bad because I seemed to start a lot of drama. And I've said, okay, well, he's a recent, just really former vegan. Maybe I shouldn't make videos about recent former vegans. I should extend I still make call out videos against vegans. What do you guys think? Should I make videos about people that quit being vegan? I think it's fair game if they quit a long time ago, like a year ago. But if they just quit like a week or 2 ago or a month ago, maybe I shouldn't do it. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Let me see what your responses are. Huh. Let's see. Oh, the chat just got refreshed here. I can't see anything for a few seconds here. Okay, here they are back again. Okay, you know I'm talking about Can't Stop Lying, right? Yeah, I kind of feel bad for some of these people that quit. It's like, because I feel like I should owe them the respect of having been vegan for all that time and not like make them look bad or anything like that. I know they're going through a weird thing in life. I just don't like it when they throw veganism under the bus. And that's where I feel like I have the license to respond, because I'm not really responding to them as a person. I'm not attacking them personally. Typically, I'm responding to the bull loney that they're saying about veganism when they throw it under the bus. So I don't know. You think I should call them out? Maybe I'll just be more aware of I'm not attacking when I do these videos. I'm not attacking the person. I understand they have their reasons, their feelings for why they didn't think it worked for them, but I want to respond to what they said about veganism, because I think what they're saying is inaccurate and they're throwing veganism under the bus and it's unfair, and that's why I'm responding. What do you think if I did it like that, guys? Would that be acceptable as far as like, not stirring up vegan versus vegan drama or vegan versus recent vegan drama? What do you think? Crush them. No. I'll reserve the crushing for like Joe Rogan or Chris Kresser or something like that. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Luther. It's a shame because they muddy the waters and confuse the public. Maybe address the false claims. That's what I'll do. If I respond to any of these I quit vegan people, blah, 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 I'll make sure it's perfectly clear I'm not attacking the person at all. I just want to address the false claims, because if their videos get a lot of views, I don't want people thinking, oh, this is a true fact about veganism. It's not, so because yeah, the fallacy is not the person. You got it, Gary. That's what I'll do. Kate says don't bother, which I kind of feel somewhat too, but I always get offended, not always, but you know how it is. You see me doing my debunking videos, and I see these people just lying about veganism, just flat out lying. It just makes my blood boil, and I feel the need to respond to them to get the facts out there. So, A, people will know what the truth is, and B, maybe it'll make these anti-vegans think twice about lying about veganism, knowing that they can't get away with it. There's going to be some fact checkers like myself who can be bothered to check these claims out. Cool. All right, I'll proceed like that. But thanks for you guys' advice. Thanks for the tips here, guys. So let's see. You were laughing about Sean Faker and your live stream last night with Byron Murphy. Well, what's going on with Faker, John? Any new news on that front? I really don't follow his social media because it's super toxic. It's just, oh man, super narc city. Let's see. Let's see what John says there. Let's see. Fromage. No, Kate. I've heard of Fromage. I've never actually been. It's like a vegan cheese place in the Los Angeles, Hollywood area. No, I've never been yet. Oh, okay. Nothing new. Okay. I was wondering if something new came up. I thought I saw on Instagram, Dr. Joel Kahn went on Faker's podcast to try to find some kind of nice middle ground. That should be interesting. We'll see how that, well, I don't know. I don't even know if I want to check that out. It just sounds like it's going to be pretty painful. Best ricotta ever. Okay, next time we're down that part, we'll go. Yeah, I think last time I was down there, I just had eaten at, what's that place? Crossroads, I think is the name of it. And I was super full, but I'm dumb. I went to Doomy's a little bit after that anyway. I should have just went to Fromage. All right, guys. So yeah, I think now is a good time. Good time to chill here. So yeah, just remember, yeah, Monday, Angie's vlog, our day in the life, how we operate here, working, exercising, eating as professional YouTuber vegans. You can check that out. And remember, our album's coming out November 2nd, Love Spirals. You can get more information following us on Love Spirals Official on Instagram and YouTube. And again, if you want to pre-order the record, I will post our Bandcamp address here. If you pre-order it now, you'll get 2 songs digitally immediately, and the rest on Friday when it's officially released. If you don't want to pre-order, that's cool. I don't think I've ever pre-ordered anything in my life as far as an album goes. So it'll be out November 2nd. Life goes on. 5 years in the making. So big deal for us. As far as happy, healthy vegan events or news, I don't think anything's coming up. We just did SoCal Veg Fest last week. I'll let you know when our next, sort of public appearances, be it a big event or just something small down the street here. We'll keep you guys up. Actually, Instagram is a really good way to keep up with that. If you're not already following, follow Happy Healthy Vegan on Instagram. Follow Happy Healthy Vegan on Instagram. That's where Angie's at most of the time. I'm doing more of the YouTube. Even though she does YouTube, obviously, she's doing more of the Instagram, but I do a little bit there too. Follow Happy Healthy Vegan on Instagram. That way you'll see, she posts lots of events that we're going to there. So I think that's it, guys. Thanks for all your great comments here. The chat has been wonderful. Again, thanks to all our 3 great moderators here, Gil, Tracy, and John. You guys have done a wonderful job. And I commend you for staying the course here with me. I was letting you guys know you guys should go Saturday night. You guys got something to do. So anyway, thanks a lot, guys. And let's keep it carved until I see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Love y'all.